And we're back. I was almost late. I was almost late. You ever have to take a dump before the stream? Bro, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I was almost late. Because sometimes you got to take a dump before the stream. You see what I'm saying? And now it's time to dump on y'all. Hey, the worst is when you got a boo-boo and you hear that, let's get ready to rumble. And you're like, you on the, you know what I'm saying? Has that ever happened to you? Like you got the TV, you bought the pay-per-view. Now I'm not pausing. So everybody got to go number 2. Bro, what do you mean pause? How is that a pause? Shout out to comments. Listen, we Boxing Ego, the realest and raw in sports and entertainment. Look, my man in the bathroom right now. See, don't act like y'all don't chorro. Like y'all don't have to, you know what I mean? But anyway, you ever be watching and like hear the sounds of the fight about to start, and it's a fight you really want to see, and you be the worst. I was almost late to the stream. But we here now. Hey, the likes need mad love. Y'all gotta get the likes up. I think YouTube, they trying to stifle me, but they can't stop me. The stats is crazy right now. Hey, but listen, y'all gotta get the likes up. If you enjoy this, let it be known then. We are going to talk Devin Haney's resume, aging like milk. This is a conversation currently being had while Gervonta Davis, and you could even say Ryan Garcia, their resumes ain't looking so bad. Gervonta's resume, aging like wine. We will talk about it in this stream. So buckle up. We're just going to warm up the mic. What's up? Let me see who's in here. Okay, Spo says smash the like button. Jesus Freak said, all right. King Leod, salute. AI James said, EI? What you, Nelly? What that mean? What that mean? EI? He think he Nelly. Underlay, mama, EI, uh-oh. What's poppin' tonight? What, AI James? You definitely AI. Because this man brought up Nelly lyrics from 2005. What the hell? He said, I'm a sucker for cold rolls and manicured toes. Hey, Fendi Capri pants and parachute coat. Who wanted to? I'm dropping them out of high school straight into the pros. What the man put EI for? Come on, AI James. Who else is in here? Gianni Legion? I'm not familiar with you in the chat, but what's up? I love my job. Tyree Howard says, these fools saying Haney is the face of boxing after he got beat to sleep is crazy. I don't know who said that, but I mean, good luck with that. So Ryan's the face, or you're saying some people are saying Devin's the face of boxing, but he's not even showing his face. He ain't came out really, like, do a video then. Man, hey, I'm telling y'all, the Haniacs make it look bad. Y'all making it look bad. It didn't even have to be all this, but y'all making it bad, bro. So let me get this straight. Devin lost bad. He's no longer undefeated. His whole, like, great value Mayweather, like, mock-up dream and all that is shattered. All that's shattered, but he's still the face of boxing. The pay-per-view numbers ain't came out. Come on, bro. Where are the pay-per-view numbers then? We found out within probably a week that Tank and Ryan was a massive success that did over 1 million. Where if Golden Boy and DAZN killed it on the promotion with Ryan and Devin Haney, then where are the numbers at? I ain't seen one credible number. And don't tell me about no Eddie Hearn DMs and stuff. Like, you could make those up and mock those up, fake conversations online. Come on. Ricky Williams said Tank resume looking crazy right now. Eagle Army, shout out to Ricky Williams. What we been telling you. Is it true Haney fired his father? I don't know nothing about that. I ain't heard that. Listen, here's a little word of advice. I'm the ultimate content creator in my space, the best in the business, and it's not even close. Don't ask me nothing if it didn't come from my channel. I don't know, because here's the thing. Being that I'm the best of the business and it's not even close, if it happened, why wouldn't Boxing Ego make a video about it if it was something real? I'm a content creator. I get paid. I'm a content creator, dummy. I get paid to make content. So if it was something that was like colossal or big or, you know, in my industry, and why would I not make a video about it? You guys always ask me about like just weird stuff that I like. If I ain't made a video about it, then that probably says something. Because when Mayweather was fighting McGregor, imagine me not making a video. I went to the fight. Imagine me not making a video for Mayweather McGregor or Canelo Triple G. I mean, this is my sport. This is my sport, people. So if I ain't making no video on it, it probably tells you something. And like, you know, there's other channels like let's say Fight Hype. Okay, why if something crazy happened, Boxing Ego, Ellie, Fight Hype, none of us made no video, but come on, like the power of people sleep on the power of deduction. Not me. Not me. Sometimes you could deduce and then arrive at an answer. So Fight Hype, they got like 1 million plus or whatever, right? Subscribers. If it's popping business and in the boxing business, like Fight Hub, you know. So Marcos ain't making the video with Fight Hub. Fight Hype ain't made the video. Boxing Ego ain't make no video. Ellie, like, you know what I'm saying? None of the cleanup crew is making it. Come on, bro. Like, what that tell you? Cause like now you insulting top level boxing creators that have been here in this space for a while then, because you think we're dumb and we're not gonna go where the bread's at or in a popping topic. Like, for example, when Bill Haney and Floyd were cussing each other out, almost every person is gonna make a video about it because it's like trendy. When Devin lost, everyone's gonna make a video because it's trendy. So if there's some major official news, then why would top channels forego even talking about it? So again, the power of deduction. Oh, we got y'all are sad and truly pathetic. This all you gonna do is keep downing Devin Haney on videos every day. Why did you click on it? If that's all I do, Mr. What's his name? Josiah. If that's what I do, why did you click on this video? I know you still in here because you a stan. You a stan, a phony, a fake, a fan. You 38 in a karate class. He said, is that all you gonna do? Is keep downing Devin Haney? I have a job to do. This is trending news. Devin wasn't expected to lose by the populace. He lost, and he lost bad. Ryan Garcia's on a victory lap tour. I am going to talk about it. That's my job. He's like, oh, you're still going to make these videos? Bro, I did a video last night on Devin Haney and Ryan situation. The rematch is 40,000 plus views. So, again, this is why I can't trust some of y'all, because that means the people are telling me make some other content, and then you look at the content I've made and I look at my YouTube analytics, the numbers is crazy. Some of the videos 100K, I'm punching above my weight class. My Instagram is popping. Everything is popping, and they begging for mercy. I told you before, boxing Karens. This is what the boxing Karens do. They act and play victim now. It's another day in the office. It's not about kicking a man while he's down. You trying to show like sympathy to the hurt game. It's a game. It's a competition. Person wins, person loses. I'm here to talk about the results, and it's not going to change. You have an opportunity to change your station, but they won't do it. So they trying to slow up Boxing Ego's wave. The people seem to be liking the content. We've grown subscribers. YouTube was like tripping. It wasn't letting me grow subscribers. All I did is kept my head down, kept working, because YouTube does weird stuff sometimes. Cool. So we keep working. Y'all seemingly liking the videos, a ton of comments, and then they begging for mercy. That's them waving the white flag. Oh, so all you're gonna do is down, like you gonna make me feel sorry, like I ain't got a job to do. That's like if Kamal Oz is an EMT and somebody he went to high school with is a crackhead, and then he's an EMT working in the ER, and then he sees his former classmate who's now a crackhead, or if he's a correctional officer or a policeman and he sees a former schoolmate that's now a crackhead in trouble with the law, Kamal still would have a job to do, no? So, because he went to school with him, he don't got a job to do. He go like not lock up the dude's cell because he went to school with him. You guys are clowns trying to play victim. Clowns. And then furthermore, here's the other issue. The Haneyacks have been running rampant for God knows how long. Let's say like real hardcore, like let's say a year plus, right? Saying whatever they want, offending whoever they want, talking bad about whoever they want. This is what the Haneyacks been doing. They've been talking about Gervonta Davis daily, and y'all can't stomach it for a week. The boy just got beat 7, 8 days ago. He just got beat. We've been in, like, real boxing fans been tolerating y'all say all this goofy for over a year, and then they can't take it. They can't take the content for a week. Y'all some soft busters, bro. Straight marks. Busters. You could dish it out, but you can't take it. That's what that means. We've been listening to you say Tank is scared and Gervonta's ducking. Soft. Tank's ducking, Shakur's a weenie, whatever Buster baby content was out. And then Devin got beat up. Everybody's talking about it. It's like, first of all, it's not even, the loss was so bad, people are talking about it that don't even really cover boxing for real. And they want Boxing Ego because I'm in boxing. Look, Rap House. Ryan Garcia made a diss track towards Devin Haney after beating him. I posted this before all these dudes. So why Rap House, why they get to post it? You see what I'm saying? Bro, boxing fans are soft. You're emotional babies, emotional attached to a fighter, and you dish it out, but you can't take it. Ryan doing diss tracks, he's on his victory lap. Look, World Star. So how come World Star and all these other non-box, they don't even really talk boxing like that. They get to talk about it, but Boxing Ego, y'all say, oh, man, is this all you're going to talk about? Yeah, this is what I'm going to talk about. If they get to talk about it, I get to talk about it. If they get to get paid off it, this is my sport. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against these pages, but what I'm saying is they don't cover boxing. Bro, I'm finna eat. Oh, yeah, don't get that twisted. I'm finna eat. The hell y'all crying for? Y'all some little wusses, little babies. I talk about boxing 24/7. I have the right to talk. This is my sport. I have the right to talk about anything that goes on in my sport. You letting like No Jumper and people that don't even talk boxing, and then they get to eat off my sport, but then the person who 10 toes down, know more about boxing, watch all the fights, give y'all the information. I gotta stop making content that's trending. Stop. Soft. That's some of y'all trying to guilt trip me. I've been doing this too long, partner. You try to guilt trip me into making certain content because you don't want to hear it. We didn't want to hear you talking bad about everybody, saying Ryan Garcia was a C-class fighter, saying Gervonta sucks and he's going to get beat up and he's ducking and, you know, Devin Haney caught up to him and all this other goofy stuff y'all was saying. Shakur should have took the 25%. We didn't want to hear that. So you going to hear this or don't listen to me. The hypocrisy is crazy, Kamal. They trying to tell Boxing Ego, the man in boxing, the best of the business, to stop talking boxing. I'm not talking about like overtly things outside like Devin Haney girlfriend or some wife or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that. Remove that fitted cap. Hey, block him, bro. What? They wanted a little strip tease. What you thought this was Magic Mike? Bro, the man said in the middle, look, bro, these dudes are really soft. Jack Rab Fanyo, he said in the middle, we just talking boxing, he said, oh yeah, but remove that fitted cap. Let's see what you talking under there, boy. What? Bro. Now he's trying to clean it up. Bro, this man want a full-on striptease. Get him out of here. He's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, take your shirt off. Bro, I ain't Shakur Stevenson. He doing call-out video. He took his shirt off. I ain't, like, y'all telling me to take my shirt off? Nah, bro. These dudes is, something wrong with y'all. Something happened. Like, you was like, your uncle was babysitting you and some thing. He put you in the closet or something. I don't know. He batted your shit around or something. I don't know what happened. You got to talk to your uncle about that. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what happened. No Diddy. Bro, these dudes, oh yeah, take it off. What? Yeah. Anywho, we back. Bro, and the Haneyacks, they going out sad. I'm just going to be real. The Haneyacks are going out sad. I'm talking boxing. They talking about me. You see the difference? They be like, oh, yeah, let me see it. Take it off. What? Oh, fine, yeah. You and Devin Haney? Haney, my ass. Oh, I really love my job. Andre Noble, he says $2 for the hard work. The Haney fans are weird. Bro, it is what it is. Oh, yeah. No Diddy. Oh, show this motherfucker. Oh, you like King Rye? King Rye, my ass. What? These dudes don't even know how to roast. They just be saying anything. Oh, Kamal said we blocked him, so we gotta roll the clip. Bro, Devin lost 7-8 days ago, and they can't take content for 7 days. They can't take 7 days worth of content. Because, and here's the thing, Canelo about to fight this week. Canelo fight coming up. So, of course, the world of boxing gonna move on. Got a good little card. So, yeah, we're gonna move on. But they act like there's something else that outweighs this. You see how they try to hate on Boxing Ego money? Okay. They acted like right now in boxing, there's mad other stuff that I need to be talking about that is gonna generate more attention and more conversation pieces than what I'm already talking about it. I told you these dudes is haters. They trying to block the shine. They trying to hate on the boy. They like, hurry up and talk. Get off this. Why you talk about this every day? Bro, the fight just happened. What you want me to talk about? But actually, we'll talk about in this video something that happened last night. Ryan Garcia, his former opponent, Oscar Duarte, caught a body. Guess who he caught a body against? Devin Haney's old opponent. The Haney fans is really hurt. I'm about to catch a body again in this stream. I will break down the resume angle, And I promise not one single one of you is going to prove me wrong because you can't. Listen, I'm so great, and I know it hurts when I say that. I know this hurts them. I am so great at what I do and my job and being official like a ref with a whistle and being on point, right? I am so great that these young boys can't beat me. So I guarantee you no one will prove me wrong with facts. The only thing you can do is lie on me. That's the only thing you can do. Because when them facts are shown, the only thing you can do is to combat it if it's not true, is not be truthful. Devin Haney's resume is not aging so well. It's aging like milk left on the counter. And I could prove it. I could prove it. Boxing gyms, I don't even know who that is. Just because we from the Bay don't mean we ride with these dudes. Haney showed heart, but the ref saved his butt, and it was obvious, and Bill needed to shut the See, shout out to my man Joseph Benavidez, someone else from the Bay Area. Bro, that's the lamest talking point. There's Bay Area rappers that have beef with each other. So what are y'all talking about? So, okay, so 50 Cent's not from New York. Ja Rule's not from New York. Right? And I'm not saying this is beef, but I'm just illustrating a point. These dudes are doing anything to try to deflect and distract from the actual words that are being said. Is 50 Cent from New York and Ja Rule is from New York? And they were beefing and they don't like each other. They diss each other. They keep it real about each other, whatever. They're both from the same region. So what does that have to do with somebody being honest, right? And continuing to do their job? That shows me that anybody who's saying that, you're just telling on yourself. You're showing that, hey, I have low integrity. So if I were in ego situation and I was from the Bay and then a Bay Area act had a night like that, I would lie and I would be biased and I would be bought or sold and let the Haneys control my channel or whatever and just say whatever. That says a lot about you, a lot more about you than it says about me, right? Nothing I'm saying is a lie. Again, they can't combat the truth, so they make up lies. It's the oldest trick in the book. They don't have nothing to say. They can't. What are you going to say? I asked what your relationship is with them. Why you care about another dude's relationship? You could be honest without showing malice in the way you cover them. What is malice, bro? What is malice? Saying his resume didn't age well? Bro, get him out of here. You a waste of time, bro. You a waste of space, waste of energy. He said it's showing malice. I'm not showing malice. I'm telling you what I feel. What does that have to do with malice? I didn't say, oh yeah, I hope Devin Haney X, Y, and Z. I'm telling you my honest opinion. You can't stomach it, tough titty. Sue me. Get him out of here. I don't even want to see his name anymore. Boxing gyms. You ain't no gym. You ain't no gym. Nobody even know. How you a gym? Oh yeah, he is a gym. Cause just like most gyms, they buried underground and nobody know where they at. Get him out of here. Yeah, you are a boxing gym because nobody know you. Yeah, that's a good name for you, boxing gym, because people can't find you. They don't watch you, they watch me. Yeah, that's a good name, boxing gym. You underground. Yeah. Ego is mad that Devin gets more women. Okay. You got me. Block him too. Yeah, boxing gyms, that's a good name for you. Because you underground. Look, just look at what I'm saying and look what they say, and you tell me what is the more adult-like conversation. Ego mad because Devin get more women. All right, you get more women. And here's the funny thing. These dudes, you think these dudes really know me in real life? You don't even know what women I deal with or don't deal with. You don't know how many at a time. Like, it's just all stupid, bro. But anyway, I can't let them slow up what we doing. We put the electric fence off. They think they can stop the cook up, but the cook up still comes. So I treat this like a court case. I'll present my case. Why am I saying that Devin Haney's resume is not aging well? Well, let's look at it. You're suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission indefinitely. How come? How come Devin is suspended indefinitely and Ryan Garcia, his suspension should have ended? And I could show you all this. Ryan's suspension should have ended yesterday. Bro, these boys can't beat me. So Devin is still suspended indefinitely, but Ryan's ended on the 27th. Let's check it out. Wow, Ryan is no longer suspended. I must be great at my job. I know the date. How did I know the date that Ryan's suspension ended? Because I did the work and these young boys can't beat me. Ryan is not suspended. His suspension was a week just because he had just fought. They put a little 7-day suspension on everybody, right? So you don't come back real quick. You know what I mean? But since he didn't get beat up and the world's seen it, his suspension is already over after a week, which I just showed you. I hate that they treat people like gods. Apex Predator, shout out to you. I ain't worried about it. So I'm showing you improving everything I'm saying. Per usual. These dudes can't do that. Ryan is no longer suspended. But Devin is, and he's suspended indefinitely. So you guys tell me, why would the New York State Athletic Commission, two people fought, Devin said the fight was close, then why is he still suspended? Devin said this fight was close. Why is he suspended and Ryan's not then? So they say they Hey, yo, can y'all hear me? Hey, they hating. They cut. Can y'all hear me? They cut my mic out, bro. How? Right? Hold on. Explain this. How come every time I start cooking and chopping you up, something happens, bro? I was cooking and then all of a sudden my mic went out and like I'm not touching anything. So how did my mic go? Everything's connected. All the cables are connected. How on earth did my mic go out? No, I took the visual out. The visual was me. Now the visual was me because I had no mic. So I had to figure out what was going on. Dog, they hate. Listen, when they hate, donate. That's all I can say. I'm the true speaker. Then somebody hates it. How on earth did that happen in the middle of the cook up? I ain't had no technical issues at all. But then when I start chopping it up, bro, I don't know what they doing. They trying to hack into the mainframe. Devin jaw look like a jigsaw puzzle with pieces. Man, come on, bro. You wilding out. All right, hold on. I missed the super chat even. See, they trying to hate on the money. They trying to hate on the money. Hold on. Jason Fewell. Salute, Ego. I find it funny that Haney fans terrorize the universe with untruths, including Bill Haney. Then karma just put it all into perspective. Oh, shout out to the man you see on the screen, Jason. That's what I'm talking about. You can't talk crazy about people, disrespectful to people, and then when you're at a low moment or whatever, then you act like you didn't treat people bad. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work in real life. You're not going to treat people bad, and people that like have been there for your son and supported your son. And then all of a sudden, when you get big headed and things start to fall apart, now you want, that's boxing Karen stuff, man. We don't do that. We don't do that. Now, all of a sudden you want people to stop talking about it, or you don't want the conversation to continue. Why? Like even Ryan Garcia, he's doing his victory lap. I'm not mad at that. As a real fan, how can you be mad that Ryan Garcia is living life? He's young, he's rich, he's like ascending in terms of his star power. How can I be mad at Ryan and he meeting Deion Sanders, a legend, and performing on stage and Deion's sons, and he performing, he dropping songs. And how can I be mad at Ryan Garcia and, you know, he's doing whatever he wants. Like he's flying around, going to different places. He was the underdog. That happens. And then notice like the shapeshifters, they're trying to make this, you're a coon if you aren't mad at Ryan and you aren't a Haniac. Doesn't work like that. Nobody believes you. This fake sympathy. Like these dudes need to work at Hallmark, make some cards or something, right? Y'all don't even know what the word coon is, because if you understood what the word coon is and what coon behavior was, then you would have addressed other issues. Right? So like, for example, the Haniacs had no problem with Bill Haney calling Gervonta Davis a monkey after he converted to Islam. Not one Haniac had any problems with that and like said, "Hey, Bill, that was a bridge too far. Don't call that man a monkey." You know what the term monkey, the history behind that word monkey for black people. So why didn't y'all care about that then? You only did it when Devin Haney got the short end of the stick. Life does not work like that. So again, there was no remorse for these things. There was no remorse calling Tank a bum, saying Tank was scared and Tank need to fight at 140 and all this goofy stuff, calling Tank a monkey. No, there was no mercy, no regard, but then they begging for the bleeding to stop after you terrorize the whole world of boxing. I'm sorry, life doesn't work like that.
Sorry, understand.
Dang, Siri even said she was sorry. That was crazy. Y'all heard that? Siri said she was sorry. I ain't never heard that. Bro, the Haneyac's down so bad that Siri said she was sorry. She's like, I'm sorry. The Haneyac's lost this one. Bro, that I know y'all heard that. I hope y'all heard that. Bro, Siri even said she was sorry. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Shout out to Apple. Shout out to Apple. So, Devin is still suspended. Ryan isn't. And I'm making a video about that. Yeah. I'm making a video about that. Devin suspended. So explain. Devin said the fight was close. So since you guys want to say these things, then tell me why Ryan is not suspended and Devin is suspended. If the fight, you said the fight was close. You said it was going to be close, right? How come when the king of boxing talk is asking a question, you know what we should do? Because I got to make this worth my time. When I ask a question that y'all can't answer, y'all need to add to the collection pot. Because we got to make this worth something. I'm tired of, I just feel like I'm bullying y'all now because y'all can't answer the simple questions that I ask. So we got to make it worth something, worth my time, worth something. Somebody, every time I stump y'all, then somebody donate $1. How about that? Bro, we finna get $1 million out of boxing easy because you guys can't win and you try to win. I'm gonna ask again. Why is Devin Haney suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission indefinitely, but Ryan's suspension of 7 days has been lifted? They said his jaw's not broken, right? They said he's not fractured or nothing, and there's nothing's broken. And Devin said the fight was close. So why is he suspended then? Can't he just call up the athletic commission and then show some paperwork or send some paperwork to the commission? Say, hey, the fight was close. And here's the proof. This is what I'm saying. You guys are perpetuating lies and you're mad because ego ain't with it. Because I don't want to perpetuate those same lies on my channel. I'm not finna do that. I'm going to give Ryan his credit and then we moving on. And next fight is Canelo and Munguia. That's how that works. Right? So the Haneyac's won't answer these questions. Devin said he believes the fight was close. Why are you suspended then? Why is the world of boxing reacting like this if the fight was close and it was a close competitive fight? Why? Why would anyone be acting like this? Why are you suspended and Ryan isn't? The fight was close, you said. So all this stuff sounds unbelievable. And the thing is, we could have been got off Devin Haney's case, but the Haneyac's, in an effort to try to salvage something here and lying and talking about Ryan cheated and all this type of stuff, this is what's prolonging it. It could have been done. Devin showed heart. He lost badly. He underestimated Ryan. Mistakes were made. You move on. That is the best case scenario. And then try to, come strong and no Diddy and rebuild. That would have been the best thing to do. But the Haneyac's, they as men or women or whatever, they can't come to grips with this. So it just prolongs it. So now we have to keep going. He ain't beat Lamont Peterson. Absolutely. And in the world of boxing, do you think that I'm not a business? Do you think I'm not about my bread and that kind of thing? Because the world of boxing want ego only to stop talking about it. Life don't work like this. Why ego got to stop talking about something that's oh so relevant? Please let me know. Only me. So World Star can talk about it and get clicks and views and feed the algorithm. No Jumper, Vlad TV, Shade Room, all these people, Rap House, they all posting about different various things from this fight. But ego, the person that's been doing boxing for 10 plus years from the beginning, I'm supposed to just stop talking about it. No one else has to stop. Like, there's like other channels, they're interviewing like Henry Garcia, and everybody else is still talking, but only me, the kid with the golden voice, I gotta stop about. I gotta stop talking about different elements and observations from the fight. Does that make any sense to anybody here? So other people can interview Ryan's dad. Deion Sanders can post about Ryan and meet up with Ryan. But I just got to close my eyes and just move on and talk about something else. You guys are clowns. You guys are clowns. This is what I do. This is my business. If Devin would have won and cooked Ryan, then depending on how it looked, it probably wouldn't have got this bad, just based on the fact that that's what the populace thought was going to happen. So it wouldn't have been this like shocking to people, but I would have been talking about it for sure. And here's the thing, Kamal. I'm going to have Kamal because I know he has a good memory like me. Kamal, tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying, Kamal. Kamal, you still in here? Tell me if I'm lying. We're going to put my memory to the test. We're going to put my memory to the test. Bro, the Haneyacks are bad for boxing. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying Devin Haney fans. Haneyacks refers to the people that are over the top and doing way too much in an effort to uplift Devin while trying to destroy other fighters, especially even black fighters. Like, how are you uplifting one black fighter, but then you're kicking every other black fighter, Shakur Stevenson, Richardson Hitchens, Gervonta Davis, you're kicking Floyd Mayweather, you're kicking Leonard Ellerbe. So several, Gary Russell Jr. at a point in time. So several other blacks are collateral damage in an effort to uplift Devin Haney, who didn't live up to the dream and the monikers and the what people thought he was stylistically versus Ryan Garcia. You guys can't win this one, bro. I don't know. Kamal it might be out of here. But here, I'll say it. So when Devin beat Lomachenko in a close fight, he, along with me and others, were posting pictures of Lomachenko crying. You see how this works? Hold on. Is that cap or fact? When Devin beat Lomachenko close, oh, there's Kamal. When Devin Haney beat Lomachenko in a close fight that some people said it was a robbery, he, myself, and others posted that picture of Lomachenko balling in the locker room, crying. Is that cap or fact? Now, here's the thing. The boy Boxing Ego is so neutral and so cut from a different cloth. I posted Lomachenko crying too. But I'm also posting about Devin Haney when he loses. Because I don't have a dog in the race. It's about boxing. You know, there's certain styles I like and stuff like that. But it's no different. It's, okay, he lost, so I post memes about it. Devin lost, I post memes about it. But the Haneyacks, notice they'll post Lomachenko crying and put that all over their YouTube thumbnails or whatever. Lomachenko going like this, who didn't get bodied. He lost a close fight. But then when Ryan destroys Devin, and there's so many pictures of Devin on his back, they're not using why they using like senior photos of Devin Haney, but then when Lomachenko lost a close fight, it was pictures of him crying. Hold on. Let's talk. Y'all say I ain't real. Let's talk the real. In everybody's thumbnails, when Loma lost a close fight where he didn't get cooked, he lost, or he lost on paper, but some people thought he won, right? Everybody using that thumbnail of Lomachenko crying. When Devin loses, there's multiple knockdowns, multiple angles, shots of him getting punched and looking crazy, right? Block Segun Victor. Yeah, you out of here. Notice they don't have nothing for what I'm actually saying. Yeah, there's all kinds of pictures, but then that's what I'm saying. People ain't keeping the same energy. It's boxing. You knew someone was going to win. You knew someone was going to lose. Devin came up on the short end of the stick. It's that simple. And now because people spread false like narratives and stuff for a year plus, 2 years, whatever length of time it's been, now they don't want to face the music. They don't want to do that. They don't want to just keep it real. But again, there's a reason why Devin is suspended, but Ryan is no longer suspended. And on my channel, my job is to tell the truth. Devin is suspended indefinitely. So he says he don't have a broken jaw, and he says he's good, but they got you listed as that, and Ryan isn't listed as that. That's how it should go, no favoritism. Yeah, real rap. So let's talk about the resume, because I know that's what a lot of people clicked on the video for. Let's talk about the resume. Shall we? Y'all ready for type the word resume if you ready for Boxing Ego to cook on resumes. And I'll explain everything I say. I can explain. Type the word resume if you're ready for the cook up. And I guarantee you not one person proved me wrong because they don't know boxing. They don't know boxing. They'll say, oh, Ego, take off your hat. Ego, take your clothes off. And, oh, Ego, you a hater. That's cool. Say all that, but I guarantee you what you won't do is prove me wrong. Say whatever you want. Ego weak and, the channel sucks. I'm unsubscribing. Oh, yeah. But one thing you won't do is prove me wrong. Say, Devin got 31 fights. A lot of them were in Mexico. So that's like club level fights. Not mad at that because he was 17. He couldn't fight in America. But that's why his record is so brazy. And let's look at the resume. Okay, Ryan Garcia cooked you. Regis Prograis was your best performance, but then you outweighed him by 25. Well, you came up 25 pounds overnight, right? Came up 25 pounds. This is just resume. We just talking resume. You outweighed him, and that was your first fight in his division, but somehow you outweighing him, Regis Prograis. We have yet to see what happens with Regis left in his career because he hasn't come back yet. Because he hasn't come back yet, right? But we do know he had already lost to Josh Taylor, who Teofimo beat. And Teofimo beat easy. But that's whatever. Okay, Lomachenko, that was a good win. I had it a draw. Some people had it Devin. Some people had it Loma. Needless to say, Harvey Dock, the same ref from the Ryan fight, refed it, right? The Lomachenko fight, he was hurt. Devin got hurt versus Lomachenko. And Devin shorted up. Loma shorted up late. So that was extremely close. So you can already see from right there, Ryan won, cooked you. So that's out of there. Regis, you outweighed him. Plus he had already lost to Josh Taylor and showed he could be like outboxed. Loma was extremely close, to say the least. You know what I mean? So in Devin's last 3 fights, 2 of them you arguably lost. I just showed you. I just went over Devin's last 3 fights. 2 of the 3, it could be said that you lost. 1, you lost on paper to Ryan Garcia. And then the one with Lomachenko, you definitely lost. So in 3 fights, it could be argued that your only victory is Regis Prograis, who you fought at home. You came over the California State Athletic Commission's 15% variance. So you rehydrated too much. The fight really should have been canceled, but whatever. They allowed it to happen, and then that was your best win. So that's the last 3 fights. 2 of them, okay, I can't even say 2 of them. One of them is questionable, Lomachenko. One of them you actually lost, and then one of them you won. And the person you won, you were bigger than. Regis Prograis, right? That's the facts. Let's keep going. Before that, you did the top ranked initial 2 fights, and it was Kambosos. Now, here's the thing. Your leftovers, Kambosos, 2 guys you beat, basically. That's why I'm saying leftovers. Kambosos and Lomachenko are getting ready to fight in 14 days, 2 weeks roughly, right? Right? Block Wes Randell. Lomachenko and Kambosos is getting ready to fight in about 14 days. They're getting ready to fight in about 14 days. So, who do you guys have favored to win in that fight? Loma or Kambosos? Loma or Kambosos? Who do y'all have favored? Remember I told you when the cook-up comes, what they were going to do in the comment section. Everybody agrees, and then the people that don't agree, they were going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff outside of boxing. That shows me I've already won. If I'm bringing up boxing points, and then the only thing you could do is talk and yap about whatever, X, Y, and Z, that had nothing to do with boxing, then that shows you who won. Okay, so everybody I seen picked Lomachenko to win. So I guess technically we have to see what Kambosos does in that fight. But your 2 fights with Kambosos, depending on how Lomachenko fight goes, and Loma is going to be the favorite, that's going to say a lot. So again, potentially these 2022 fights can now look a bit questionable if the guy that you allegedly beat, Lomachenko, goes in there and beats Kambosos at home too. Right? Now, further than that, Loma is fighting Kambosos, who just came off the Maxie Hughes fight, and he really should have lost this fight. Before Devin fought Kambosos, he had two split decision draws before Devin, or before Tio, excuse me. Before Tio. That was to Lee Selby and Mick Bay. See, now we starting to get to the point where it's like, who know they boxing? Hold on. Now we getting to the point to see who knows they boxing. So Tio fought against George Kambosos, and he was off back-to-back draws. One to Devin's old trainer, Mickey Bay, and one to Lee Selby, right? So Tio was upset, and then from that upset, and Kambosos beating him, he was unified. Devin seen the opportunity. Him and his dad seized the opportunity, went to Australia, and they caught a lick. They beat Kambosos. Fair play to him. That was a good strategic business move. But we know in boxing sometimes certain champions are viewed as like food for the rest of the division. And that's how some people thought Kambosos was, because he even got hurt in the fight with Tio, even though he won the fight fair and square, right? So people looked at Kambosos kind of in the same way as Jeff Horn or Paulie Malignaggi when he was the champ at welterweight, right? That's why Broner moved up 2 weight classes to fight Paulie Malignaggi. Like, ain't nobody 2 weight divisions under Terrence Crawford moving up to fight Terrence Crawford. Nobody's finna really do that. But Broner is able to do that. Now, I told you this is why I start to cook and show you who knows they boxing. Okay. But Broner is willing to move up 2 weight classes in his first fight a champion because it was Paulie Malignaggi, who was someone that he was capable of beating. Like, I doubt that if Broner and Jaron Ennis were in the same era, that Broner would have moved up 2 weight classes and his first fight would have been Jaron Boots Ennis. You see what I'm saying? So that Kambosos win is looking. We'll see what Lomachenko. I don't want to say too much now, but just hold this thought, because we got to see what Lomachenko does in Australia and see how Kambosos looks. But that's the reality. He was coming off split decision, like wins or whatever. And then he fought T.O., and then immediately Devin fought him, right? So let's keep going. So before that, who did Devin Haney fight? Oh, yeah, Joseph Diaz. This man, Joseph Jojo Diaz, done lost like 5 times in 6 fights since that point. And even before Devin fought him, he had lost to Gary Russell Jr. These are all actual facts. Y'all got to get the likes up. You guys are getting cooked. Jojo Diaz just got stopped for the first time last night by Ryan Garcia's old work, Oscar Duarte. Bro, look at his resume now. 33-6. And then someone will be like, oh, but, you know, so-and-so, this was after. But he still had lost to Gary Russell Jr. at the time Devin had fought him, right? So since the Devin Haney fight right here, he lost to William Zepeda and he lost bad. He lost to a guy like Mercito Hesta. He won against this 14-2 guy, Jerry Perez. Then he's losing to whoever it is, Jesus Antonio Perez Campos. And then now, yesterday, he just got cooked by Oscar Duarte, who Ryan just knocked out in his fight before Devin Haney. And he has a loss. He has a loss before even the Ryan fight. Right? So, see, he KO'd in 9th out of 10, and he was punishing Jojo Diaz. But Ryan Garcia, that's why I'm saying his win has aged nicely, because last year, December 2023, Ryan just fought Duarte and knocked him out in 8 rounds, KO. And then his comeback fight with Robert Garcia, he KOs and gets back in the win column, Devin Haney's old opponent. And I'm showing you his resume, Jojo Diaz particularly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of your last 6 fights, you lost 5 of them. And then now you just got knocked out in a loss. So what y'all got to say now? This is Devin's resume. And that's what I'm saying. You flew too close to the sun. Devin was making good traction. Devin was making good movement. Nobody was against Devin Haney. But then when you take what you've done and then you start trying to bend it and twist it and manipulate it, now we got to start to scrutinizing it. And you can blame Bill Haney for that, because Bill Haney was the person that said, oh, don't let Tank pee on your leg and say it's raining. Tank and Mayweather, they charging all this money for horrible fights. These fights is horrible and they ain't about nothing. And he fighting slow, flat-footed Mexican styles. Well, guess what? You just fought a Mexican style and lost, Ryan Garcia. Now you guys can start to see how bad this is. People said that Gervonta Davis ain't fought nobody. People said that Gervonta Davis likes to fight flat-footed Mexican fighters. Ryan Garcia don't got no legendary footwork. I mean, he did what he did, but it ain't no legendary like Pernell Whitaker, at least as far as I'm concerned. That ain't no sweet Pernell Whitaker feat, right? That ain't no Mayweather feat. And you just got beaten badly by somebody who's a left hook artist predominantly and don't got no fancy footwork. So you see, these are the seeds that Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and the Haneyaks started to perpetuate, and you start to scrutinize, like, oh, who's Tank fought and all that type of stuff. Well, guess what? We'll look at Tank in just a few seconds, but we'll keep going on Devin Haney. Jojo Diaz, when it hasn't aged gracefully, right? We're not done. Y'all not gonna tell me y'all know boxing. So before Jojo Diaz, he fought Jorge Linares. Let's see what he's done since that fight. So we already knew he had been stopped by the time Lomachenko stopped him, right? The dude that Broner fought stopped him. DeMarco, right? So he got 9 losses total. So even by the time he had got to Devin, we already know he had been stopped and lost before because Lomachenko beat him. So let's look at it. Okay. So Devin fought, where's the Devin fight? So 2018, Lomachenko fought him. Devin fought him in 2021, right? We're talking about aging gracefully. Devin got rocked at the end of the 10th round. Other than that, he beat him soundly. Since that 2021, this man fought against Zaur Abdullah right after the Devin Haney fight, and this guy knocked him out. Then he came back and fought Zohara, whoever this is, Hamza Arana, who has a 12-3-2 record, and he fought this guy and lost a unanimous decision over 10. Then, most recently, he fought against Jack Catterall, who's about to fight Josh Taylor, and he lost a unanimous decision. And I believe that he decided to retire now and publicly announced his retirement. So Devin Haney fought him 3 years roughly after Lomachenko, and this is right from here, right here is that's how his career progressed after the Devin Haney fight. Now you can't, some guys like let's say David Benavidez, guys like David Benavidez, some guys like Benavidez, Beterbiev, Gervonta Davis, Naoya Inoue, Wilder, some of those guys they'll beat you so bad to the point where you're never the same. And that does happen in boxing. But Devin, again, is not the most forceful puncher. So I don't really think that's the case. I don't think that, he outboxed Jorge Linares. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he put so much brute force punishment that Jorge Linares' career went into a downward spiral. Does that make sense to you? Like Errol Spence is also one of those people where Errol Spence put such a beating on Lamont Peterson that Lamont Peterson, he took a long break and then he came back and then he got knocked out by Sergey Lipinets. See, to keep up with Boxing Ego, you got to really know your boxing. Or how Triple G and Errol Spence back to back, those two fights put a lot of punishment on Kell Brook, and I don't think he was the same after that. So there are times where a singular fight can put so much beats on you that all of a sudden you're not the same fighter. But that's not really Devin's bag. So I can't really say that Linares was so great and then at that point of his career and Devin beat him so crazy and so brutally and punishing that he was never the same. This is why I'm saying the resume hasn't really aged well. It hasn't. And I told you when I started this video that you guys wouldn't be able to prove me wrong. Should I keep going? The Devin Haney train is still on the track. Wow. How now that he lost, I noticed the rise in YouTube numbers. Also noticed that it's starting to die down. Yeah, people are getting ready for Canelo versus Munguia. It's been about a good week, a good 8 days. What are you talking about? Why? First of all, if you're not a YouTuber, why are you even caring about YouTubers' numbers? This man is a pocket watcher. He's like, yeah, look at the YouTube numbers is dying down. Bro, I just did a video about Devin Haney and the rematch yesterday. It got 40,000 views. So I don't know what you're talking about the dying down or whatever. It's not, people aren't going to talk about this fight for forever. Canelo's about to fight Munguia. You sound stupid. Do you want me to continue, or is that enough punishment? I'm going to let y'all wave the white flag or throw the white towel in when we're talking about this resume. Do you want me to continue this? Hey, block this Tabari dude. He said Ryan need to put on weight to defeat Devin. Well, they let him do it then. No matter what you say, you're trapped because you guys signed off on it. So no way you try to bend it or whatever doesn't change the fact that if people are going to say this whole cheat stuff, oh, Ryan cheated, then you allowed him to cheat. If that's your angle, because you had no rematch clause, you knew you had no rematch clause, and you allowed the man to fight instead of fighting Barbosa or cancel the whole event. They were chasing Tank so bad, and they wanted to have a lit event. This is what happens. You make mistakes. Okay, Ego, you see the president of Golden Boy debunk them fake numbers and pay-per-view numbers they was pushing. Absolutely. I see everything in boxing. Shout out to Eric Gomez. He said, hey, the numbers ain't even here. So yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's looking ugly, bro. It's looking ugly. You guys can say whatever you want. Do you want me to continue with the resume breakdown? Because right now I feel like a bully because no one can dispel anything I'm saying. Nobody. Even the toughest, like, most ardent supporter of Devin Haney can't get away from what I'm saying if you're really being truthful with yourself. All right, they want me to continue. Okay, then don't cry about it when I continue. So let's recap real quick. Devin Haney loses to Ryan Garcia, who Tank had already beaten. That's an L. You've been chasing Tank, and you said, oh, I don't need no rehydration clause, and then Ryan destroyed you. Regis Prograis, flawless victory. I was at the fight, looked good, but you came in 25 pounds overnight. Lomachenko, arguable, debatable. Some people think Lomachenko won. I've already went over Kambosos. I'm not going to say too much about Kambosos other than the fact that before the Tio fight even, he was off split decision, close wins, and then he beats Tio, gets hurt in the Tio female fight, then Devin fights him, and then he might lose to Lomachenko. That's definitely something you have to consider. So we'll wait 14 days to see if Kambosos, if these two fights age gracefully and he beats Lomachenko. Loma's going to be the favorite, though. Joseph Jojo Diaz, I've already went over it. This man, since the Devin Haney fight, in his last 6 fights, he's lost 5 of them. He's lost 5 fights. You see all that red, right? 5 fights. We're just talking boxing, people. Jorge Linares, he fought and he was already like 3 fights. He was 3 years from the Lomachenko fight right here. And then he fought Abner Cotto. He got knocked out at 140 by Pablo Cesar Cano, who's a guy who fought like Shane Mosley and Paulie Malignaggi. And this is in 2019. He got knocked out in the first round, right? Then he comes and it picks up 2 weak wins that no one's really tripping off. Then Devin fought him and went 12 with him. Since that point, this guy lost 1, 2, 3 in a row. So he's lost all his fights at the end of his career. And even before Devin fought him, like I said, he got knocked out again in the first round by Pablo Cesar Cano. I told you guys don't know boxing. Okay, so that's Linares. Finally, Gamboa. This was a couple years after he quit and a couple years after Tank already knocked him out too. So this is Gamboa, and he just hit somebody in Cuba. So nothing has really looked up for Gamboa since. So Devin Haney, look at his last, tell me it's aged gracefully. Gamboa, he lost his last 3 fights, and then he got he hit a fatal car crash and he hit somebody. So now he's being detained in Cuba. But anyway, so in 2019, Tank Davis, so you took another Tank Davis leftover and went the distance where Tank stopped him. I was at the fight in Atlanta. Tank stopped him in the 12th round. You went 12 rounds with him, and then Pitbull Cruz then fights him. Esau Pitbull Cruz, who's now a champion, which we'll get to, and Pitbull Cruz stops him in 5 rounds violently, and Gamboa was down in rounds 2, 3, and 4. Bro, this is Devin's resume. This is what Bill Haney was bragging about, right? So he quit in this fight right here. Robinson Castellanos. I know my boxing. You guys can't with me. So that's Devin's resume. So you people think like, oh, you're being rude. Oh, no. That's his resume. Gamboa he was coming off of a loss when you fought him by knockout to Tank. You fought him and go 12, and then Pitbull erases him in 5 rounds, drops him in like the first 2 rounds on the undercard for Tank. What are we talking about? So, and then he hit somebody. So, like I said, he's trapped in Cuba awaiting trial or whatever. This is your resume. People want me to like nice it up and stuff. This is your resume. It's what it is. That's why I'm saying the wins haven't aged well. Jojo Diaz went on to do nothing. Jorge Linares went on to keep losing, and Gamboa went on to keep losing. Then the guy you called a C+ fighter and said he was on coke and dust and smoking and drinking and acted like a fool the whole time, just nearly slept you, should have been stopped. So he basically knocked you out, whatever. You recovered and went 12 rounds. This is Devin's resume, bro. I didn't tell one lie. And then another reason we got to do this is because the Haneyacks and Team Haney have been hating on Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. So let's look at Ryan Garcia's wins and see if they aged well. Shall we? Sounds like a good idea to me. Ryan 25-1, 1 knockout loss to Tank. Boom. Ryan's last win before Devin. He beat Devin, so that looks good. Right then and there, that looks good on Tank's resume because a guy Tank beat all rounds, just beat a guy on the pound for pound list and virtually knocked him out, right? And the ref had to help him. Then before that, the guy Oscar Duarte that Ryan Garcia just knocked out Devin Haney's old foe. Tank Davis lost, right? Bro, these ads are going crazy. Fortuna didn't really do nothing since the Ryan fight. I give him that. But at least the top 3, the Devin win and the Duarte win, are good for Ryan. Right? Good for Ryan. But more importantly, Gervonta Davis, the guy y'all keep hating on, let's look at his resume. 29-0, all knockouts except for 2 fights. And people are like, oh, when is Tank going to fight somebody? Okay, Frank Martin, quality fighter, beat Michelle Rivera. That's who he's about to fight. Quality fighter, beat Shakur Stevenson's next opponent already, Artem Harutyunyan. So he already beat him. So that's a credible guy. Ryan just would have became a champion if he didn't miss weight, but he just beat Devin Haney in dominant fashion. That looks great for Tank. Hector Luis Garcia, he did lose to Lamont Roach, and he ain't done nothing since. But again, as I said in boxing, when you're a puncher like Tank Davis, sometimes you can maim a person, and they're not the same after that. But let's keep going. Rolando Romero, oh my gosh, these pop-ups is crazy now. What the heck? So anyway, Hector Luis Garcia, he lost again. But again, when you fight a guy like Tank Davis, sometimes that happens. They put the beats on you. You might not be the same. Rolly became a champion after Tank. And then he just lost to a guy, Pitbull Cruz, who's now a champion and about to fight El Rayo. But so Pitbull and Rolly became champions after the Tank Davis fight. What did Mario Barrios do? Oh, that's right. He hurt Keith Thurman. Oh, that's right. He knocked out the guy that Broner struggled with, Giovanni Santiago, in Broner's comeback fight. And then he all but knocked out Yordanis Ugas, who was a former champion. And now he's about to fight for the WBC interim title. I already went over Duarte. We've been past that. So since losing the Tank, he lost the decision to Keith Thurman, but he was getting with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, held him off. Tank stopped him. Keith Thurman, a big puncher, didn't stop him. So that win ages very well. How did he move up in weight? Listen what I'm saying, people. Best in the business. How did little old Tank, who literally looks like a 130-pounder, how did he stop big old Barrios, who was way taller than him? And then the weight and height disparity wasn't even as crazy and pronounced versus Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman didn't even stop him. So as you guys can see, I've illustrated my point. Ryan's wins, his last few years, a lot of them have aged well, like Oscar Duarte. And then beating Devin Haney, that's a great win for him. Devin Haney's wins haven't aged gracefully. And I said, the thing that stands out even more is some people's wins won't age gracefully, possibly like a Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford or David Benavidez, because those guys will beat the hell out of you. And then if somebody beats you up too crazy, then that fighter might not be the same after that. But that's not really Devin's bag in terms of brute force, beat you down, beat you into submission type of style where guys can fight Devin Haney and never be the same. You see what I'm saying? Egomaniac says the separation Boxing Ego is pointing out between resumes is crazy. It's not even close. I told you guys, I don't know why people are surprised all of a sudden. I am the best in the business and it's not even close. People get mad and seething and hateful comments. All I'm doing is talking boxing. They know Boxing Ego is the supreme, the ultimate, because nobody else seems to get this level of hate for speaking the truth. Like people like, shut up, oh, da-da-da, all this extra stuff for cooking on boxing. Y'all let Tim Bradley say crazy stuff, da-da-da, and then when it comes to Boxing Ego, when I say it, people get so offended and mad and, I'm unsubscribing and why do you guys watch this channel? And all I'm doing is cooking with facts. I'm cooking with grease and I'm cooking with facts. It's that simple. Hate it, love it, don't matter. It's the facts. It's the truth. And the reason this is important is because the Bill Haney and the Haneys, particularly in the team, they were some of the main proponents of people who were stating that Tank Davis needs to fight somebody. Tank's resume is trash. Devin's undisputed. This is what you guys pushed. Live with the results. I never pushed that on my channel because I have humility and I have integrity. So I'm not going to lie and say stuff I don't see. I have no problem with, some of the Devin Haney moves. But when it started becoming about downing other people and downing your peers, that's where I have to jump off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't go that route on my channel because then that forces me to lose integrity and credibility if I'm playing somebody else's politics game. I don't get into the beefs. Like if Tank and Shakur are beefing, I don't mind working with either guy. I'm a content creator. You see what I'm saying? I don't mind working with Devin. I don't mind working with Shakur. I don't mind. Like, I'll do an interview with Tank. I'll do an interview with Frank Martin. I'm not the enemy. I'm not beefing with y'all. Like, y'all not the same size as me. Like, I'm not the fighter. So I'm not playing those games. If y'all hate each other and stuff, I'm going to do my job to the best of my ability, tell the world of boxing what I see in this game, and keep it moving. I'm not fighting nobody else's battles like that, like the Haney acts, where they were like telling the whole world that Tank need to fight someone and Devin was the real star. You guys can say that. I don't believe that, so I'm not going to say that. Tank is the A side. He's the face of boxing, which is what I've always maintained on my channel. And then this is where it shows when you get caught into the political whirlwind of like only advocating for a team or a fighter as opposed to the greater good of boxing. This is where I get to show true separation, because I'm not playing them games. I don't play those games on my channel. Like, I'll do an interview with Tank, Ryan, Shakur, Devin, anybody, Frank Martin, anybody that want to work with me, I'm willing to work with them. I don't have a horse in the race like I always tell you. But other people do, that's on them. And again, like I always say, live with the results. That's why it's so catastrophic. That's why people are like, they're searching for something to blame. They're hoping a Mike Coppinger tweet comes out to say Ryan Garcia failed a drug test or something. Just something for them to cling on to. You know what I mean? That's why I got to be the greatest of all time. In the digital space of covering boxing, it's me. I tell you what it is. I tell you the facts. You like it. You love it. You don't. Don't watch my channel. They only hate because you're great. That's why I said it's so much easier to just say, dang, Ryan surprised me. Ryan Garcia, RG got off. You do that, you move on. Let's watch Canelo Munguia, wish Devin a speedy recovery, and keep it pushing. The reason why I got to continue to talk about this, it's not because of me. I'm done with the fight. For real, like in my own personal heart, I seen what I needed to see. Devin has a long road back. You know, we'll see what he can do. But it's them, the people that are bad for boxing, continue to do the same thing, and you're making it much harder. It's like you could tell your parents the truth of how the vase got broke, or you could continue to lie. But the more you lie, instead of just fessing up, you and your brother were playing baseball in the house. You broke the vase. It's your mama's favorite vase. Get your spanking, get your whooping, and move on with your life. You're making it so much worse because you're like, it was an earthquake. This is what these dudes do. It was an earthquake. And then your mom look on the news and they ain't say nothing about an earthquake in the Bay Area. So the earthquake only hit this house. None of the neighbors felt the earthquake. And the earthquake only hit this section of the house. No picture is slanted on the wall. Nothing else got knocked down. Just this one vase. And you guys look stupid because you're trying so hard to protect something that you can't protect, because the truth will always prevail. That's why I tell you, I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Admit the Haneys, they took shortcuts. Admit the Haneys didn't have safeguards in place to protect their champion and their son and their breadwinner. No rematch clause. That's full. Like, blame Ryan missing weight on you not having a rematch clause. Oh, Ryan missed weight though. Okay, why you ain't have no rematch clause? What that got to do? Like, let's set the weight in a separate room right now. We'll put that in a separate interrogation room. Ryan missed weight. Okay, it's in a separate room now. Why you ain't have no rematch clause? Then you could at least force Ryan with predetermined like terms like purse splits, because you were smart enough to think ahead and be like, okay, the winner gets the 60-40. You could have already mapped all that stuff out, or at least some of it. Ring Magazine removed him from top 10. His resume weak now. Zach from the UK. Listen, That's how I know I'm the best in the business, because how come when I say this stuff, y'all talk to me crazy? Y'all trying to talk to me crazy. You trying to talk to me crazy. But then Ring Magazine, as a business, they removing Devin Haney from the top 10. But I'm the one that's to blame. So my opinion is to blame. And I like, oh, you're not keeping it real and all this stuff and insults and I want to fight you and all this type of stuff. But then the Ring Magazine take him out the top 10. Bro, this is life. You talk the good game. Anytime somebody talk like this and don't make good on that promise, this what will happen. Shout out to Kurt Hurd. He gifted 5 memberships to the chat again. Kurt Hurd is out here. So Northern Cali 209 Stockton, you get a membership. AFC, you get a membership. Jumbie 210, you get a membership. Ricky Dickey, B-Dog, AFC, you all get a membership. Charge it to the game. Kurt Hurd. Please get some clap emojis up. Yeah, let Kamal cook. He didn't have a rematch clause because he's not the face of boxing or the A side. Devin's true market value was not what he, Bill, and the YouTube echo chamber Haniac channels claimed it was. Now we are cooking with grease. Shout out to Kamal Oz. Shout out to, now we're getting somewhere. You guys overplayed it. You stayed in the casino too long, and now you don't want to face the music. That's what this is truly about. Like, imagine, let's just say your boy in high school can fight, and it's Devin Haney. And then the other side, their boy, Mexican-American, Chicano, is Ryan Garcia. Right? And you're confident that your fighter, Devin Haney, gets it done. And you're like, man, you talk crazy to the other side. And then it don't happen. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think will happen next? Hey, shooters, we got a rat in the chat. What do you think is going to happen next? Yee! Yeah, shout out to Stockton. This is always going to happen in boxing because boxing is going to show you the truth. Keep cooking, Chef Ego. I know. And again, the people who perpetuated the most lies, they're the ones that have to come up with excuses. I don't have to make excuses because I didn't advocate for a lot of this stuff. I like Devin. I like the journey he was on. And I think if he kept playing it in the right fashion, then he could have gotten to where he needed to be or wanted to be. But again, when you took this and started to feel yourself a little bit too much and make it about dissing other people and disrespecting other people, that's when it becomes something different. That's when it becomes something different. That's why I tell everybody. I tell everybody, in life, just run your race. There's like this meme where these two swimmers are in two different lanes. One swimmer is looking at his end result, like where he needs to get to win the race. And then the other swimmer is like looking in his lane to see how far the other swimmer, like swimmer A and swimmer B. Swimmer A is focused on completing the race and getting there. And then swimmer B is staring and trying to look at, see where, I know. Have you guys seen that meme with the swimmers? Y'all seen that meme I'm talking about or no? See? Look, that's it. You see the swimmer on the bottom, he's just worried about finishing his race. That's boxing ego. You see I'm ahead. You see boxing ego ahead in his race. This the Haneyacks and old media and the shapeshifters. They worried about what I'm doing. But I always worry about, like, imagine that. If I'm worried about what I'm doing and the haters is worried about what I'm doing, then who's worried about what you're doing? Because I know I'm not worried about what you're doing, and I know you're worried about what I'm doing. So who's worried about what you're doing? Something to think about. I don't watch boxing on YouTube. So I don't know what the next person said or didn't say. I promise. I put that on anything. I do not. The only time I watch, I tell you, is if it's like an interview. And most of the time you guys send me the interview. Oh, did you hear what Derek James said? And you'll send me an interview somebody did. That's the only thing I watch. And that's just to educate myself on what the professionals are saying. The boxers, the trainers and stuff. I don't watch like commentary videos from people. I haven't done that since I started. It's always been like that. Because for me as a content creator, I don't want to like hear someone else's points, and then I like to just go straight in and talk my points, because if you listen to too many different things, that's why a lot of you guys are all twisted up and was going against Tank, because you was listening to too many opinions. People was listening to what I was saying, but then you go listen to people that was saying the opposite of what I'm saying, and then you're like, oh, you thinking they made a good point, but then when it comes to stuff like this, now you're like, oh man, I should have listened to ego. It's how life works. It's how life works. Ego, the difference between Tank and Devin is Tank respects all his opponents. The bottom line is the Haneys thought Ryan was sweet. They thought he was a lunatic, and they thought that their son, Bill, thought his son would easily defeat him. That's why there's no, okay, explain, if I'll shut up about it if you guys can explain this intelligently. For all the people who are saying Ryan cheated, he cheated at 8 a.m. I'm going to use their words. If he cheated at 8 a.m. or whatever time they weighed in before the ceremonial weigh-in that we all watched at 12 or 1, so he cheated at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? Missed weight by 3.2 pounds. You knew that. Why did Bill Haney and Eddie Hearn? So you have two different people that are like at the head of the team with advisory type of power. Why did they proceed with the fight when Arnold Barboza was called to be on the card if Ryan was tripping? If you can intelligently answer that, then I'll stop. Why did they proceed to take Ryan's money for the penalty and infraction and proceed with the fight instead of canceling the whole event and or fighting Barboza, fighting the Irish dude, guys who made their weight in the same weight class, and just say, hey, screw it, Ryan's too unprofessional, or Ryan has to make weight or we're not fighting him? Explain it. I'm waiting. He said they making excuses. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me. He said because they thought it was sweet. Exactly. They thought it was sweet. There's no way that my dad, if I was the fighter, my dad is going to give someone a crazy weight advantage, and my dad thinks the guy already can beat me, and then he going to give him that, and then my dad is still going to send me out to fight the guy who had power and beat you 3 times. And it's just, that's negligence. That's your own negligence. And then this is what people want to do when they're wrong. They want to focus on all the semantics. Oh, Floyd told him. I don't give a who if Will Smith told him to do it. What does that have to do with he did it? See, that's what I'm saying. That's semantics. I don't know why Ryan missed weight. I don't know if he honestly tried. I don't know if it was always the plan to miss weight. But what does that matter? Who told him? But Floyd, that's a deflection. Whoever told him to do it, or for whatever reason he did it, he did it. Now you're faced with a task and a challenge and some questions. You chose to proceed with the bout, didn't care, and then we know if Devin would have slept Ryan Garcia, they wouldn't be talking about the weight. You also chose to not do a same-day weigh-in, probably because they didn't want Devin Haney's massive rehydration on record too. Like Devin was 182 and Ryan was 183 or whatever. They didn't want that. So you made these errors at the cutting room floor. You got to live with the results. Big Dog Willie, the player got played by a better player, karma. Facts. You got like, so even the people with the cheat angle, even if that's your true angle, you got hustled then. You let Ryan Garcia, white men can't jump, you let him Billy Hoyle you. That's still your fault. Because why'd you like, Billy Hoyle come on the court looking doofy and they think he can't hoop. Nobody told you he couldn't hoop. You stereotyped him. That's what they did, bro. Ryan is the Billy Hoyle of boxing in White Men Can't Jump. Classic film, Woody and Wesley. You seen this white boy on the court with a fit, a 90s fit in a no fear shirt. And he had a backwards hat, and you thought you stereotyped him. You thought he looked too doofy, and he can't hoop. He ain't a brother, he ain't dark skinned, he ain't black, he can't jump. And he got him the course, and he was running it. Like him and Woody started hustling people. Like, damn, okay, this white boy can play. Oh, he like Jason Williams. That's why you don't underestimate nobody, bro. Do not underestimate what people are capable of, and do not underestimate we getting paid. We got another $10 Cash App. Another one. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel.
Why? I like it this way.
$10, you the best in the business, bro. Shout out to Daily Bread. I know, but thank you. So either way, no matter how, and the funny thing is, Bill, he said, I'm a street dude. I'm from the Bay. I'm from East Oakland, deep East. Oh, okay. You a street dude. Then how you don't know the street politics of the man trying to hustle you with the weight? You have to be street smart then. That's like, ain't that street smarts? Ain't that part of it? Like just knowing when someone trying to play you, like when a dope deal goes wrong and someone try to double cross you, that's street stuff. If we taking it to street stuff, I'm still in the streets and all that. Then why would you let Ryan finesse you knowing he's stronger than your son? So that's what I'm saying. Either way you slice it, it still doesn't excuse what we've seen. If you weren't ready to fight blown up, that's like, I said it before. If Maidana got to wear them little chintzy gloves and Floyd knew they were devoid of padding, and if Floyd still let him wear it and he gets knocked out, then it is what it is. It is what it is. But Floyd ain't gonna let no one play him like that. And here's the thing. Bill is trying to compete with Floyd or beef and, go back and forth. Floyd is someone strategically, I don't know what the relationship, I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff, but I know Floyd's a boxing genius. So at least in terms of that, he could definitely help your son. But when pride is involved, I guess it don't matter. Devin, I'll never lose to a white boy, said I'm the face of boxing, said he retired Floyd, said Subriel Matias ducked me, said Adrian Broner is scared and would drive the other way, said the Floyd and Tank eras are over Haney. Kamal dumping. The Haneys got played, good preach, church, tabernacle. See, church, I try to tell you. Ego, love you, bro. Those analogies you come up with have me in stitches. I don't even know what I said. I just know I was cooking. If you in the street still, why would you even let Ryan hustle you like that? And now this man boxing for Trump, like this is ugly, bro. Ryan in front of, bro, he boxing for Trump now. Like you didn't let the man get lit. Bro, he boxing for Trump, making diss raps. Like, you are responsible for this. Devin responsible because he couldn't perform at that level, and you said he could. Cassidy put him in a bar. Man, Cassidy put him in a bar. Deion Sanders like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Coach Prime saying he proud of him. Logan and Jake Paul putting up like reaction videos. They making skits. The internet is buzzing. World Star, everybody. He at the Colorado game. Man, that's what I'm saying. And they tell him Boxing Ego to stop making content. It's too much going on. I didn't create this situation. Bro, look at this man, Ryan. Ryan's like, bro, he in 8 Mile or something. He took his shirt. He came about the shirt, threw his shirt in the crowd. Bro, he think he a rock star now. Bro, he rapping. Look, he look kind of big there. He thought he was at Coachella. All courtesy of this Devin win. Remember I told you, Ryan Garcia is a nook. Remember I said that before the fight. Hold on, chat. Tell me I didn't tell you that before the fight. Everything I said came true. You hate it. Remember I told you, I said, man, Ryan acting like a nook. Remember I told y'all that. Is that cap or fact? Before the fight, before the outcome, Boxing Ego said it. I said, dang, Ryan acting like a nooker. Ryan out here acting like like a real ninja. Did I say that cap or fact? See, Victor, I told you. I almost called you Victor Ortiz. I don't know why I said the Ortiz. Didn't I say? I was like, man, Ryan acting like a ninja. Now am I lying? Bro, he doing diss raps. He just doing raps and music videos. He ucking porn stars. He said he was smoking weed and drinking every day. Bro, Ryan is a ninja. He tried to get the ticket prices lowered. Ryan is for the streets, apparently. Bro, Ryan about that culture. He boxing. He went to the White House or whatever. I don't know, Mar-a-Lago. I don't know where they was. Him and Trump. He meeting old presidents. He meeting Deion Sanders. He partying with YG. Ryan a nooker. Bro, what? Ryan said he out here. This victory lap, bro, he doing a victory lap like he trying to make Nipsey Hussle proud. La, with the racks in the metal. La. Bro, he trying to make Nip proud with the racks in the middle marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. La. Yeah. I'm proud lefty, so gifted. I'm the type that's gonna go get it. No, okay. Bro, he's trying to make Nip proud. He on the victory lap. You hear me? Bro, he getting married. Bro, he got tig old bitties. He walking down the beach. He in Miami, then he in Denver. Like, what? Look, I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gonna go get it. No, okay. La. He doing rap songs. This man is a ninja. He acting like a real ninja. We ain't seen Devin Haney since. He the Phantom of the Opera. Don't look at me. Bro, the man's victory lap is insane. This is an insane victory lap for a fight. You know it, I know it. Ryan doing the Nipsey Hussle victory lap. We was larking on him. I ain't show no mercy on him. We was going back to back, put a curfew on him. It was dark clouds on us, but that was perfect for us. We know you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. La. Bro, he on the Nip Hustle victory lap. And y'all act like I'm not the best in the bit. Bro, he said, we was lurking on him. I ain't show no mercy on him. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on him. It was dark clouds on us, but that was perfect for us. We know you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Limo 10 to V12. Gotta check the retail. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's. Oh, I can't sleep. Look, bro. Look. Bro, the man Ryan said, Lemo tip to V12. Gotta. The man Ryan said, but it was working for us. Lemo tip to V12. Gotta check the detail. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's. I can't sleep well. Millions off a retail. He said, once again, I prevail. Yeah. Knew that, bro, in the Devin fight, I knew that was over from the day I dropped his weak tail. Man, hold up. The man is doing the victory lap, and y'all mad at me. This is unbelievable. Whatever, just pay me. I don't care what they say as long as y'all pay me. Ryan was talking to Bill saying, come on, Bill, stop the fight. Facts. I made a video about it. Shout out to Jason Fawell. Shout out to Zach. Trump probably invited him after the 5th knockdown. Yeah, Trump like, yeah, I ain't gonna build a wall for Ryan Garcia. Bro, Ryan didn't change some stuff. Trump was saying he was finna build a wall. He said he was finna build a wall. Now the Mexican-American one, he shadow boxing. Man, what? Hold on. Lemo tip to V12. Hold on. Y'all got to limit tip to V12. Trump said he was going to build a wall. And then now Ryan beat a nook. And he said he ain't building the wall now. Man, come on. You didn't let this man glow up crazy. The man Ryan stopped the wall from being built. What the I know my man shot by Nolan didn't say neighborhood. He said neighborhood Ryan. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. You gotta chill, bro. He said neighborhood Ryan is crazy. The man said neighborhood Ryan. Yeah, gotta cross my T's and dot my I's. I can't sleep well. Bill Haney versus Derek James was an automatic L. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Shout out to Shawnee G. He sent 10 pound, mate. Yeah, mate. He sent 10 pound. I stay with them receipts, bro. We stay with the receipts for the racks in the middle. People want to stop the dream. You make the right decisions in life, then just live with the results. Make the wrong decisions, live with the results. Devin need a different trainer is looking like. They are responsible. Cancel the fight, but you want to keep up with Tank. I told you you know how they have keeping up with the Kardashians, keeping up with the Javontashians. Like this is what happens. You wanted you a big event, you got that. I don't even know how big it was, but you got something. You got your event. All right. I told you. And then you flew too close to the sun. And you was trying to compete and say Tank's era is over. Mayweather era is over. I'm Pretty Boy Floyd reincarnated. Floyd passed me the torch, but then y'all talking bad at him. We retire Floyd. You did it. I didn't tell nobody to say this. See, I didn't even want to show y'all. Hold on. I didn't want to show y'all that. My bad. I didn't want to show y'all that. See, y'all got to get the likes up. Get my money up. Get my likes up. I didn't even want to show you that. See, we've been studying. I've been studying this game for a long time. And that's how I'm sorry I had to show y'all that. I'm sorry I had to show you that sparring on accident. That was my bad. Y'all better get the likes up, get the money up. I didn't even mean to show y'all that. Y'all wasn't supposed to see that Devin Haney sparring. That was a leak. Oh my gosh. I've been studied this game. Y'all wasn't supposed to see that leaky leak. Oh man, oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to see that. Yeah. Stop playing. Give my likes up, get my money up. I might show y'all a little piece. Hey, you want a piece of this cue? I'm like Blizzard. Blizzard ain't sticking up for nothing now, bro. I'm Blizzard. Hey, you want a piece of this cue? Get my likes up. I might show y'all a little something. They think they can outcook the master chef. What? These rats is Master Splinter trying to outcook the master chef. I told y'all stop playing with me. Y'all didn't want to listen. I just be tucked, minding my own business, running my funky old little channel, and it could have just been that. But when you put out all these agendas and narratives, this is what you got to deal with. I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed, suits Taylor. Ryan ain't gonna stop. He gonna be doing this till his next fight. Talking about I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm blessed. Y'all want me to show you a little piece of something? I'll show y'all a little piece of something. Y'all gotta beg. Yeah, say please. Say please, I might show y'all a little piece. I'll show you a little piece if y'all say please. Beg for it. Yeah. I told y'all gonna respect the king. Yeah, respect the king. Type please, beg for it. Beg for me. I'll show y'all a little piece. Y'all say I don't know what I'm talking about in this game. My man said please no Diddy. That's acceptable as well. He said the Ryan tracker hit. Y'all let Ryan glow up like this. Fight in the center of the ring. Nah, we need more begging. I need more beg. Y'all better keep sweat beg in my chat. Y'all playing with me. Talking about Ego don't know what he talking about. Ego Maniac, let's go. He a channel member, so I ain't gonna make him beg. But I want the rest of y'all to beg. All you non-channel members, non-shooters, non-super chatter, y'all beg. I want to see more beg. Yeah, shout out to Justin. Yeah, beg. Yeah, I'm making everyone in the game beg. Y'all got me fucked up. Ricky Dicky, what's up? Nah, I can't just be Justin Soto. I'm making the world of boxing beg for mercy. G-Unit album. It can't just be Justin. Nah, I need a couple more begs. Oh, he ain't showing nothing. Type please. Hit the like button, type please. That's the only way. I'm gonna make the game beg. Y'all tell me I ain't the bot. Okay, we got another one. Yeah, one more beg and I'll show y'all a little something. Cause I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling real nice today. It's Sunday. All right, bet. This is what happens. I've been studying this stuff. All right. So this is Devin Haney versus Blair Cobbs. Sparring from a few years ago. See, I done forgot more than y'all can remember in boxing. You see this? This is Blair Cobbs and Devin Haney sparring. Y'all didn't even know about that. Should I make a video about it? That's why I said I need you guys to engage and support the content if you like it, because I really like doing videos where I get off a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? And get to have fun and, talk technical things as well as like just the news. If you like that type of content, that style of content, then all right, listen to this bum. Bro, you showing old clips that don't hold merit, G. He lost, and I'm not a Haney fan, but you reaching. Hold on. See, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the haters. He says I'm showing old clips that don't hold merit, G. He lost, and I'm not a Haney fan, but I'm reaching. My question to you, sir, you're in the hot seat. Moto. How am I reaching and you don't even know the point I'm making because I haven't said it? Please, hold on. Explain that. I hope the shooters didn't block him. Man, come on, bro. Let me destroy some. How am I reaching if I didn't even make any points? This is the emotional level of beta males that you get in boxing. Somebody explain how I'm reaching when I haven't even said anything. All I said was I have a clip of the sparring from Blair Cobbs and Devin Haney. You heard it, and then I took it off the screen real quick. He's like, come on, man, you're reaching. How did I reach? And I haven't even said anything. I haven't provided one syllable of commentary to what I was going to show y'all. And he said I was reaching. This is crazy. But this is who y'all sent for me. Y'all want me to keep going? Okay, hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. Blair Cobbs is a southpaw. He don't fight like Ryan, but he has a nice height on him. Southpaw, which is different than Ryan Garcia, but he has a 73-inch reach. So pay attention to these stats that I'm telling you. So Blair Cobb is southpaw. Ryan's not a southpaw. Blair Cobb has the black and red, the Bulls colors, and then Devin is the all white, right? Ego be cooking the haters because they know it's stupid. They're trying to, I guess, block my shine, and they say I'm reaching. I ain't even made a point. That don't make sense to anybody in this room. I'm reaching, but I haven't even said anything. So anywho, Devin has the all white. Blair is not like this is a couple years ago too, before Devin put on some of the masks. Blair has a 73-inch. This is Broner's next opponent. He has a 73-inch reach, which is very good for this weight class. Devin has a 71-inch reach. Ryan has a 70-inch reach. So the reason why I tell you is because styles make fights. Ryan has his reach is within an inch or two of Devin's reach. His height is about half inch or so an inch taller than Devin Haney. That's what made, and then he had styles make fights. Ryan had the intangibles to thread the needle to expose some things that I've always seen with Devin Haney that other people may not be able to expose, which is a continuation of a conversation we've been having all week. Primarily in regards to defending the left hook. No, it's not just about weak chin, because you can have a weak chin and have a good defense and you're not taking the shots flush, so it don't really matter. You guys want to get ahead of me, and it would just behoove you to let me impart what I'm talking about. It's not about just a weak chin. That's like surface area stuff. Okay, someone has a weak chin, they can't take a shot. It's about not accepting that shot to begin with. Go watch and study, like I do, Customato. There's an old classic tape where he's training a youthful Mike Tyson, and he's like, that's it. That's it, Mike. The sweet science, the art of hit where you can hit your opponent and they can't hit you. For whatever reason, it seemed like Devin Haney was trying to almost be something he wasn't. Personality-wise, it seemed like he was trying to act like Floyd and flashy and stuff like that and shopping and show the life. And he said, like, for example, I'm just being real. Devin got these big old diamond earrings, right? Like, remember how Cameron had with Dipset? And then he said he had to take them out because he never had his ears pierced. So you got these big diamonds that are like huge. And I'm not saying that like from a, hey, oh, I'm jealous because he got jewelry. I don't even wear jewelry. I don't even care about stuff like that. But he got big old earrings, like big carat earrings. And then he admits on I forgot what interview, but he said in the interview that he had never had his ears pierced. So his ear couldn't support the weight of the diamond, how big he decided to go. So he had to take them out and then use the ear piercings that like the starter kit ear piercing, so it could strengthen his earlobe to the point where later his earlobes were able to support the bigger size diamond. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that you guys don't pay attention to. Also with the punching power, people kept saying he's pillow fisted and stuff like that. You can't be bothered by that. People are going to talk. Win the fights. Floyd didn't care if he got a knockout or didn't get a knockout. His bank account was a knockout. Devin, I think he was like deadlifting and all this stuff. He got with Snack. He was deadlifting and shoulder pressing and all this stuff, trying to increase that. You notice Bro, I'm cooking so much. Anybody who really respects boxing knows what I'm saying is true. For example, cap or fact, Tank is about to fight a dangerous southpaw, Frank Martin. Tank looks like the lightest that I have seen him in several years because Tank is a bona fide, natural, big puncher. So you notice a big puncher is just worried about getting in the best possible shape, the best possible cardio, the best possible sparring and training, right? Tank looks smaller than I've seen because he's not worried about his power. He actually possesses real deal power. He already has great boxing skills and IQ, and he's not worried about the size of the body or the size of the muscles. It looks like, to me at least, Tank is the leanest that I've seen him. Right? So yeah, even if you look at Canelo about to fight a bigger Munguia. I got pictures of all this stuff, people. I really like respect and study this sport. But y'all don't even, this is the stuff that some of y'all don't pick up on. Canelo looks light. Like, this is Canelo. He don't look like he bulked up for Munguia because he probably want to be, he know he has faster hands. He probably has, even though Canelo don't have no like fast feet, they're probably faster than Munguia's. So Canelo knows he has accuracy, boxing skills. He don't care how his body look right now. He just in dog shape and light. Devin Haney was trying to be something, in my opinion, that he wasn't in terms of style. Look how big he looks. And y'all talking about, oh, Ryan, this is the Ryan fight, people. You guys wrecked his style by doing all this. Look at how big people are saying Ryan was so. This is Devin on the turnbuckle after the Ryan fight. He put on all this muscle, but it still didn't make him such a forceful puncher because that's not how boxing works. I try to tell y'all. So while you doing this stuff, look, and I'm not saying don't get in shape, but Devin was doing all this stuff like sand dunes and like deadlifts and stuff like that. And then now people are crying about the weight. Tank is looking smaller than ever because he's already a natural puncher. You see what I'm saying? So that's a little thing about punching powder. Now he met his match because it was someone that knew you, fought you 6 times, knew what your power was like, and then they knew with the right game plan, they felt they could hurt you and beat you. That's what Ryan did. And then you finally fought someone who's a little bit taller than you, and their reach was within an inch or two of you. They're not skillfully better than you, Ryan Garcia, but it doesn't matter because he had timing and speed and power to offset your better skills. That's why people say styles make fights. So the flaws that Devin Haney has shown, people overlooked because they don't understand it. Floyd got an interview, not an interview, but Floyd got a thing where he's talking about mistakes Devin Haney made. And he's like, Devin Haney shooting the jab like this and he opened. That's what I told you. It's the same thing I told you. People who box, they call it like the archer or the bow and arrow, because if you shoot the jab and then you drop this hand, you kind of look like an archer. You look like, it's like bow and arrow. If I had a bow and arrow, you pulled it back like that. That's like a rookie move. Just coming in, ego pulling for Canelo. I'm not worried about the Canelo fight right now. We're talking about something else. Anyway, I'm trying to see, every time I try to cook, y'all try to switch the subject. I'm trying to cook and tell y'all one thing. I'm one person, people. But anyway, they call it the bow and arrow because if you shoot the jab and then you drop this hand or you like your hand's low or whatever, it looks similar to an archer pulling back to shoot a bow, right? That's a rookie move. Devin makes it all the time. You can capitalize when you're much faster or better skill or a person's too slow, like Regis Prograis, shorter arms, because Regis Prograis probably go like that and try to clip you, but his arms are shorter. His height is shorter. So he's at a deficit. So he would have to like get tricky and find a way to and like catch you. You see what I'm saying? Like he has to find a way to thread that needle. Devin had longer arms than Regis Prograis, longer arms than Lomachenko, Loma's older. Regis is older, like mid-30s. So sometimes youth is on Devin's side. But I'll show you in this clip with Blair Cobbs, who has a 73-inch reach and is a southpaw, that Devin, this is from like 2016, 15, 17. Devin has always done this, and I've always noticed it. Y'all didn't, because y'all don't really know boxing, don't pay attention. So this is, Devin is in the all white, or the white and off white, and then Blair is the guy with the black and red. Watch. Okay, so look at the range Devin is at. Look at his hands. Look at the hand placement. Hands dummy low. Now, right now, this guy has a 73-inch reach, which is more than Floyd Mayweather, but he don't really have the Floyd Mayweather style. But somebody with long arms, this could potentially be bad for straight shots. You guys see it right there. Bud Cheddar, what's up? At this range, a straight, like if somebody is quick enough with a straight 1-2, they could cut that distance pretty close. And Devin, if his reaction time is not on point and he can't get his hands up in point, that could spell trouble. But, you know, the person wants to be scientific because Devin could possibly counter him, you know, and like hook off on him if his reaction time is good. But let's keep watching. So look, Devin's hands down. Devin's hands down. Devin's hands down. Boom. You see that? Hey, son, you see that? Hold on. You see that? Devin's hands are down. I slowed it down. Look. He bit on like the feint. Watch him drop the right. And look. Boom. We got action. He's shooting the left jab. His right hand is behind. You guys can see this, right? Hopefully you guys can see this. His right, he's shooting. That's why I said the bow. Hold on. That's why I said the bow and arrow. Shooting the left jab and overextending or reaching, the whole right hand drops, leaving this whole side vulnerable. This is in 2016-17 against the Blair Cobbs. But Blair Cobbs stylistically, he don't fight like Ryan Garcia. So this was always a Ryan Garcia dream type of fight because he's fast, good timing, was trying to bait him, and he's going to try. Ryan's aggressive, so he's going to keep trying that stupid hook. You know what I'm saying? Not stupid, but you guys get what I'm saying. He's going to keep trying to blaze you unless you do something to get Ryan to respect you. He's going to keep if you a fighter like Ryan, you got to hurt them and discourage them and make them not want to commit to the hook. So you seen he dropped his right hand. And mind you, Devin is launching an attack from really far out. Again, these are kind of rookie mistakes where he's trying to close a lot of distance. He's not really in the greatest of firing ranges where he's not susceptible for a counter. This is where I start to really bully y'all because my channel is about boxing and I'm talking about boxing and I'm giving y'all technique. There's a lot of YouTubers and stuff. They don't break down nothing technically. They're not breaking down like flaws and what helped this fighter win or lose. I'm giving you everything. We're getting entertainment and you're seeing it. I'm showing you it. And I would do more film studies, but I can't use copyrighted clips. So this is a rookie mistake. You shoot he does it all the time. You shoot the left and your right hand drops dramatically. Look at just from a placement. If Blair Cobb's right here and he's a left hook artist and he left hook as someone is jumping in, doing the bow and arrow that we just talked about, this is completely uncovered. A nice left hook, a nice check left hook is going to sit you down if a person has good timing and has power. Because you could just be like, bop. And then and Ryan is like fast like that. That's why I'm saying this is a stylistic nightmare. You guys didn't see it. This is Devin a couple years ago, and he hasn't shored these things up. So anyway, you guys can see his whole right hander drops. All that to get, and see, here's the thing in boxing, from my perspective. The thing in boxing too is sometimes there's give and take where you have to eat a punch to get a punch. I seen that all day with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Like, Ryan knew and trusted his power because that's who he is. He's willing to eat the jab and then still get the hook off on you because he's like, my hook is going to do more damage than me with Devin's power, me eating the jab. So he would time it where Devin would like, bop, and he'll eat that. But he's like in the process or after he's quick enough where he's just like, yeah, and he would just snatch that chin. So Devin Haney that's why I said this fight set him back, because people were saying he's the next Mayweather. Next Mayweather never made these, like, he didn't have these gaping holes in his, look, he launching attack from virtually too far out just to get a left jab off. What is that even going to really do? Like, you're not like David Benavidez or Golovkin or Canelo or Kovalev where your left hook is really good. I mean, your left jab is going to sit someone down necessarily. So he took these chances. Look, now Blair gets out the way, but Ryan is not going to move, and he's going to meet you with the hook. Nah. You see what I'm saying? So this was, I told you, I did not like the fight for Devin. Yeah, better Biev or something, because their straight punches or jabs could like kill you. So yeah, they're formidable punches. Look, the proximity, look at the distance. Look, tell me that's like the perfect pitch for Barry Bonds or Mark McGwire, the way he jumping in. This is what baseball players look for. And Ryan scored the home run. Look, no defense with the right. And then you're just, at that point, you're just relying fully on your reflexes and being faster or bigger, where I guess you're trying to get back in position. I don't know what he was trying to do, bro. Hey, listen, no disrespect. Moto, he just sent $5. He says, what are your thoughts on Shakur's next fight? Listen, I don't even know. He hasn't even announced his fight. Please save your own money if you're not talking about this particular fight. I have a show to run. People are trying to hear the breakdowns. I'm not trying to be rude, but it gets a bit distracting when I'm trying to teach and show you guys what I see, and people keep saying, oh, but what about Terrence Crawford or what's Shakur? So just, if it's not about this fight, you guys might as well save your money, because I don't have anything else to say. Shakur Stevenson, his fight has not even been announced. You know, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just telling you, like, it's like going to the Little Mermaid movie asking about Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Like, we here to see Little Mermaid. Like, what's Schwarzenegger? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, people mean well, but I'm trying to run the show for y'all. And there's a lot of people that just want to get the knowledge, and it just, like I said, it becomes complicated. So that's a gaping hole right there. But it takes the right fighter to capitalize. And I think that's what happened. Devin Haney, the matches, they couldn't capitalize or didn't have the measurements or the age or the youth to pull the trigger, or they didn't have the speed or the power, you know, whatever. That's why I say styles make fights. Look, bit on the feint. The way he jumps in like that is crazy. And he did that in round one. Look, just to get a left jab, So Blair didn't hold his ground and just be ready to possibly eat the left jab to get a left hook off. But Ryan's a left hook artist, so this was always going to be a problem. You see that? Look at where Devin's right is. He's like out of position. You're overextended, and literally, at best, you're going to get the left jab off. Look at Devin's hands. Look at his right hand. Can y'all see? Am I the only one that can see? Roy Jones went from 147 to light heavyweight. 3 pounds is just an excuse. Everyone Floyd fought was way bigger. Real boxing outweighs all of that. I'm glad you said that. But that's what I'm saying. It's not just the 3 pounds. I'm not saying, like, I'm not dumb. So yeah, 3 pounds could have been of benefit. The real benefit is that Ryan didn't have to tax his body more and dehydrate and flatten out more. That's the real advantage. Ryan has always been a puncher. It's not like he wasn't a puncher, but with this added weight, he's now a puncher. So what the 3.2 would have done is it would have forced Ryan to be more disciplined, and perhaps on fight night, Ryan Garcia was more gassed or more depleted or had stamina issues or whatever. But it's out the window. Ryan and team elected to come in comfortable, pay the fine, and continue the fight. And Devin Haney and Bill Haney signed off on it with Eddie Hearn as their brought-in advisor. Fair game. That's your fault. So that, from what I see, Devin had no answer for the hook. So that wasn't the issue. The issue was you don't have no answer for the punches and the speed and the timing, and your legs never recuperated. The 3.2, at best, would have taxed Ryan Garcia and made him like potentially mad, like potentially he didn't rehydrate well or fatigued faster or something like that because he had to do the cut down to the full 140. But in boxing, I was always taught to kind of like, you can't expect the worst version of your opponent. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's why it sounds like an excuse, because it just becomes more so you're hoping in a situation that you can't prove either way, you're hoping that extra 3.2 pounds was the difference maker. But there's no way to really quantify that or prove it. So we had to go with the fight. So you signed off on the fight was had, live with the results, period. And that's just what it is. There's no way that we'll ever know because you chose to forego and keep the fight going. But from a stylistic point of view, that's what we're talking about. There were stylistic holes that Devin Haney has showed. And now I'm telling you, the danger with Devin Haney's career moving forward is with these vulnerabilities on full display. People might not look at him the same. If people were thinking you're the next Mayweather in their mind, and then they seen what they seen with the Ryan fight, they might not be paying like Lemos. Let's say you fight a rugged Argentine fighter who could take a punch. Devin is not the biggest puncher. So now this rugged guy who came at Richardson Hitchens relentlessly, and he has a chin apparently. I don't know who hits harder, Hitchens or Devin, but he's not going to, he knows that if he could get to you, that he can possibly make something happen, make something shake. That's why I'm telling you, you guys aren't understanding. See, the Haneyacks, they're so busy trying to prove me wrong and prove my content wrong and counter program me that they're not understanding the real implications of how one bad night that is that bad can change the trajectory of your entire career. Look at guys like Antoine Douglas. See, y'all don't even know the boxing I'm talking about. That's why I feel like that's why the whole world of boxing is going to pay me. Because at least for the people who actually know boxing, they'll get some joy out of my content. And then I'll be paid. And then everybody's happy. The other people who are trying to counter program me and talk about Mayweather trapped in Dubai, I don't care about that's okay. So Mayweather's rich and a millionaire and he's trapped. but then he's at car shows and stuff. And like, so just this is why I don't spend time like really talking about a lot of stuff on my channel. For example, Mayweather's trapped in Dubai, but he got a private jet. He has his own jet to get to Dubai, but he's trapped there. All right. Mayweather's trapped in Dubai, but then he was arguing with Bill on FaceTime. So what is the entrapment consist of? They act like Mayweather's Brittany Griner. Like, y'all are real life idiots, dog. They act like he is some kind of Russian like concentration camp or something like that. Like he trapped. I mean, I don't know what's up with Floyd. I really don't know. But they act like he Brittany Griner and they cutting Floyd's hair and the sheiks got him in a dungeon. Like, what do we? He was just arguing with Bill, and he was just before that breaking down the fight. So he's able to do interviews with Fight Hype, but he's like entrapped or whatever y'all talking about. That's why I don't care about stuff like that. That's not my business. I don't really know enough about the situation. And then people are like, oh, but he trapped though. Let's stop talking about actual boxing to talk about Floyd being trapped, which none of us know if this is Gervonta and Floyd promoting, if they hate each other. I don't know. That's their business. I really don't care, bro. And it'd be like Floyd's worth like $1 billion and he trapped, but then you work at Jack in the Box and you stuck at work until 6:30 and you talking about, oh, but Floyd trapped, ha ha ha. Bro, Floyd is trapped in Dubai, a luxurious place with some of the biggest skyscrapers in the planet as a billionaire, and you trapped at Jack in the Crack till 6:30, or you got the overnight shift at Jack in the Crack. And these are the people who are like making fun. Ah ha ha. Floyd's trapped. Well, you trapped too. You trapped making that Yumbo Yak with cheese. You trapped making my 2 tacos easy on the lettuce with the side of ranch and the taco sauce packets. So I guess all y'all trapped. The only person that ain't trapped is me and Kamal Oz, Kurt Hurd, and Eagles Army. Y'all all trapped. Yeah. Hold on. Kurt Hurd said $5. If Devin had missed weight, would he had to drop his belt? He wouldn't. Yeah, his belt wouldn't be on the line because I feel like Ryan knew he could stay healthy and that Devin wouldn't. Yeah. Shout out to Kurt Hurd. Shout out to the Broken Clock. Yeah, they frying jalapeno poppers till 2 a.m. talking about Floyd trapped. Yeah, give me the 3-count jalapeno poppers with a side of ranch. They talking about Floyd trapped. I don't care about all that. I care about boxing. If he trapped, I mean, he a grown man. He'll figure it out. Told you, deflection tactics. They trapped that Jack in the Crack. You trapped that Kmart, clean up the spill in aisle 7. Whatever. Anyway, Devin Haney has shown these flaws, but styles make fights. That's why Ryan was able to capitalize on it. Kamal said Floyd blessed, highly favored. He blessed, suits tailored. Look at Devin's hands. Free Smoke said, how does Ryan miss weight make Devin drained? And I think Devin looked bigger in the ring. Dude looked like a prime AP. I'm done. He said he looked like a prime AP in the ring. Here's the other thing. Answer my questions and then we got action. If you're bragging that your son's a professional and he made 140, he did. But he had to strip naked to do it. So he's too big for the weight too. Let's just be real. But why would the game plan be for your son to be professional and crunch down to 140 and then Ryan miss weight, not do a same day rehydration clause, not have a rematch clause, and then you guys came down to 143 and you let him fight like that? Answer that question. Why would Bill Haney allow his son to deplete himself to 140 where he has to weigh in naked, so fully weakened or whatever people are saying? You have to make the sacrifice and be a professional to get down to the 140. You've seen this man didn't do that And he said, I'll pay the fine to come in comfortable, and you still authorized the fight, knowing you didn't have a rematch clause in place. Knowing you didn't put a same-day rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia. That's why Ryan, at the very least, he out-hustled y'all. But it don't matter because people seen the fight. There's videos all over the net of the fight, pictures all over. That's the decision y'all made. Why would your team, like, let's be real. Canelo and Floyd made easy work. Floyd, they were contracted to fight at 152. Let's say Canelo wasn't being professional and he came in at 156, right? Roughly the same kind of concept. Once again, peep the setup. Canelo was 23. Payday, you want payday? I know that. If the contracted weight for Mayweather Canelo was 152 and Canelo came in like 155, 156, but they were contracted at 152, then that's not going to fly. Canelo's not getting the fight then. Mayweather's team is not, they're not going to let somebody play with the rules or, you know, not honor the contract and then still fight him. And then if they did do that, then they assume the responsibility. You drove the car off the lot with no insurance. They told you, hey, we got our own insurance at the dealership. You don't have insurance. You should probably get it. And you get in a wreck, that's on you. It's that simple. Your apartment told you to get renter's insurance and you refused to do it. And then somebody breaking your spot, a natural disaster, something that would have been covered under renter's insurance, is your fault. So all I can go off now is what happened. And then to add insult to injury to my last point, Bill Haney had the audacity to give Ryan Garcia Psychology for Dummies book. So who won the psychological warfare if he got y'all to drain yourself down to 140? He didn't get himself down to 140, said I'll pay the fine, bet on himself and more than, he said he bet 2 million and he made 12. So he 5x, 6x'd his money. And Bill Haney, I told you they got too big for their britches. They was feeling themselves, came in too arrogant, underestimated Ryan Garcia. You're handing him Psychology for Dummies book. But then the psychological advantage, Derek James ain't showed you nothing. So you didn't know if he wanted to quit the team. You didn't know if he was mad at Ryan, if he was happy with Ryan. Ryan was acting a fool the whole time. Ryan bet on himself after he said, I'll pay the 1.5 million to come in comfortable. I don't care. I'm Ryan Garcia. Belts don't matter. Oh, well, I'll get it next time. So that same book that he gave to Ryan Garcia, Bill Haney should pick it up and start reading it because you got out-hustled and you got finessed. You got finessed by this kid from Victorville that y'all know since y'all was 10 or 12. See, you guys fell for the gimmicks. You fell for the showmanship and the Ivan Drago and fighting the center of the ring. And then when it didn't play out how you wanted it to play out, all the stuff you spread was a lie. Now you're left picking up the pieces. The Psychology for Dummies, Ryan didn't need to read it because he came with the edge. He came with the advantage there. He's the one that was trolling the world. Like, cause here, you know what's crazy? I think everybody believed at some point that Ryan was crazy or was unsure at the very least. This man, just hear me out. This man trolled the world so crazy that he not acting weird like that now. Like when he met Deion Sanders, he not acting like drugged out and all that. He was doing videos and I started looking and he was like scrunching his face up. I ain't even see him do none of that. Bro, remember he was doing all them faces online and I was like, man, what? He got Tourette's? Remember? And I was like, I don't know what's up with Cuz. He was doing all them scrunchy faces. He's like, making all them Tourette's faces and stuff. He not really doing none of that stuff. He on Patrick Bet David podcast. He acting pretty regular to me, but then he was acting insane. So obviously Ryan had a plan. He said on that podcast too. He said this is the game plan all along. And notice everyone keeps blaming Bill and attributing a lot of this to Bill. He said Bill Haney started acting like that, so I devised a plan to act crazy.
How does Devin fight next? Because I understand when you want to fight.
We don't know if he's ever going to be the same.
No, but
We don't know if he's ever going to be the same. You heard that? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? You talking about psychological warfare and, you know, art of war and psychology for dummies? Did you hear this man said, we don't know if Devin will ever be the same, which is exactly what Boxing Ego said. You can't tell me I don't know boxing, bro. Haney left his fans picking up the pieces. Tell me I don't know boxing. De La Hoya said it. B-Hop said it. Ryan said it. You guys can say whatever you want about me. Ego's not cooking. Ego's not a fighter. Ego's a YouTuber. But Ego say this and then everybody else say it after. That's one thing we do know. Bernard Hopkins said he might be the next Meldrick Taylor after this fight. Oscar De La Hoya tweeted, the beating is going to stay with Devin for a while. Ryan just said, can y'all hear this? Oh my, y'all making me mad, dog. Can you guys hear? Are you on YouTube? Can you hear what I'm saying? Like, can y'all hear what I'm saying right now? Stop playing with me. They always try to come for my spot, and then when I hold down my throne in exquisite, excellent fashion, now they mad and they want the nightmare to stop. They want me to stop saying when I told you all these things in real time, and then now they want Boxing Ego to stop. Oh, okay, slow up with the content. No, because y'all wasn't slowing up on me. They want me to be nice, but y'all wasn't being nice to me. How does that work? So people disrespected me. People said I didn't know this. I didn't know that I was going to see. And then now you mad at Ryan Garcia because he on his Nipsey Hussle victory lap. You mad at Henry Garcia. You mad at Golden Boy. You mad at Boxing Ego. But you not mad at yourself and you spread propaganda and lies. The man said we don't know if Devin will be the same.
How does Devin fight next?
Can y'all hear this?
Because I understand when you want to fight.
We don't know if he's ever going to be the same.
Y'all can hear this.
I mean, like the rematch, because the belt was on the line. Because
So 30 pounds.
So,
yeah,
so
but
right
what's
here,
it
so
for that?
stay,
Yeah.
and I'm,
Can y'all hear this? Man, y'all pissing me off, bro. Is something wrong? Y'all need a hearing aid? Can y'all hear me? Why is it just my chat? Why y'all frozen? What's good, bro? Can you hear this? Shout out to Sir. Sir, the only one that could calm me down right now. It's like, it take 2 seconds to write yes or no. Shout out to Kamal. Okay. Bro, now all of a sudden it's laggy.
I happy you went back to that. So Ryan, you lost the 3 pounds over. You drink the beer. You lose 1.5 million. Is that you lost that? Was that still the tactic? Because you knew you were gonna bet, and you know what I mean. The 12 million was the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was an investment.
He said he missed weight and paid the 1.5. It was an investment. Like he picked a stock.
Wow.
It's an investment. One, I'm going to be healthy, and two, that's going to make it look worse. I'm drinking a beer on the scales.
Dude.
He said that's gonna make it look worse. So that Psychology for Dummies book, Ryan got all of y'all. He did it. He drank a fake beer. Everyone thought he was tripping.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. After you lost.
But let's be honest. We put apple juice and sparkling water in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, a lot of people said that's not beer. Just so you know that. Again, these antics, what's happened with the marketing side, very interesting to see that happen. But I want to go back.
I told you I was going to make 100 million this year. I told you.
Yeah. And yeah.
The man is talking regular. He not doing all these faces and stuff. Now hold on. I got a breaking news. This just in. The funny thing, I got the funniest comparison. Before the fight, Ryan looked like he had Tourette's. I ain't gonna hold you. He's like, corn dog, fuck. Like he was just tripping, right? And he was making all these faces and his face looked all afflicted. Now, after the fight, the Haney-ax is the one making all the faces. This is so ironic. Isn't it ironic? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figured? Life is a funny way of sneaking up on you. Bro, where my girl Alanis Morissette? Isn't it ironic? It's like rain on your wedding day. Bro, it's a death row pardon. 3 minutes too late. It's like rain. Bro, Ryan was making all the faces before the fight, making all these crazy, goofy faces. And then now he acting so regular, and the Haney-ax, Devin jaw looks swollen, and the Haney-ax is the one making the faces. All right, a lemonade. They act like the Chick-fil-A chick again. A lemonade. Ryan missed weight. All right. Any barbecue sauce? Now, now the Haney-ax looking like the Chick-fil-A chick. I love boxing. I might never leave this sport. I think I'm going to be in it. I'm a lifer. Yeah, I'm a lifer. Boxing is just too funny. Bro, now Ryan was making all them faces at first. Now the Haney-ax and the Haney-ax channels that said all this craziness, they making the Chick-fil-A. All right. A lemonade. Ryan misses weight. 3.2 pounds. Ryan cheated. All right. Psychology for dummies. All right. I love my job, bro. And Ryan is doing these podcasts and he on stage with Deion Sanders, yeah, dropping songs and acting. Bro, he with YG. He with YG on stage acting totally regular after he pieced up Devin. All right, a lemonade, another lemonade. Right, but Ryan missed weight, 3.2 pounds. And they make all these goofy faces, trying to switch the subject. Nah, don't switch the subject now, though. Don't try to do that switch subjects. Is Ego gonna make another video? A lemonade? Nah, bro, don't try to do that now. You talk all that craziness about my channel. Yeah, let's stay right here. Don't switch the station. Talking about make some other content. No, I want a lemonade. Free smoke. The funniest part is nobody asked for this fight. I told you this would oh my, y'all making me mad, bro. Everybody was assuming Devin would wash Ryan. Exactly. No one even asked for this fight. I told you everything I said came true. Solomon, a Haney cooking donation. A lemonade? Oh, we got another 5 from the UK. Bro, and now Bill gonna just keep talking about Floyd Mayweather and all that, but it don't change nothing. Like what? Okay, talk about Floyd, but what does that do? And Ryan just living his best life.
Vision as well of what could happen the next 5 years, and I saw you talk about your vision as well next four fights and what's going to happen. But let me ask you, now that everybody told you, Ryan, sleeping early. Ryan, don't fool around. Ryan, wake up early, 7 o'clock.
Ryan, miss weight. A lemonade? Any Chick-fil-A sauce? That's the Haney-ax right now. But Devin made weight. Ryan didn't. A lemonade?
Ryan, go. Yeah. Sure.
Fresh off the fight, and I don't have a scratch on my face, and I fought a pound-for-pound champion.
He said I don't have a scratch on my face, and I fought a pound-for-pound champion.
Undefeated. undisputed champion at
With
135.
the distance.
And he barely went the distance because that ref. You know, he
The man said he barely went the distance because of the referee.
got knocked out. He got
I'd say you weren't winning.
yeah, wasn't winded. He had a broken jaw. I mean, what more do you want?
He had a broken jaw. What more do you want?
You almost have to have the rematch again.
No,
so let's
no,
run it back
no.
because you said it.
I did, but it ain't no rematch. This dude got clowned up.
Ryan talking trash. Oh my, bro. He said you almost have to have a rematch. He said, nah, ain't no rematch. For what? This dude got clowned up. Bro, Ryan a nook. This dude is crazy. He said, why should I give him a rematch? This dude got clowned up. And there's no rematch clause.
You
Heavens to Betsy.
almost have to have the rematch again.
No,
so let's
no,
run it back
no.
because you said it.
I did, but it ain't no rematch. This dude got clowned up. I barely tried, bro. I was.
I'm done with Ryan, bro. He talking to bro. He said I barely even tried. So remember when Boxing Ego said, I don't think we even got 100% Ryan. I think he was really doing some of the weird stuff he was talking about. Remember I said that? And now he's saying he was drinking and barely even tried. Now that it makes the loss look even worse, which is what I said from the beginning. Don't like the fight for Devin. It's a lose-lose situation for Devin, and it's a win-win for Ryan. And look, my man Free Smoke, he said it looked like he wasn't even trying too hard.
I did, but it ain't no rematch. This dude got clowned up. I barely tried, bro. I was drinking every day. On Monday, I was at Tao nightclub. Tuesdays, I was at Little Sister. Wednesdays, I went out. Thursday, I went out. Friday, I was drinking. I was doing whatever I want. The day of the fight, I drank a Blue Moon. I was chilling, bro.
Bro, this man Ryan said he went out every day of fight week. And then I even showed y'all the video. Of him at the club singing Keisha Cole. We went over all of this stuff. That's what's making it look bad. He said, how can he say that when Devin was a harder fight than Tank? Contradicted himself. I mean, first of all, you got to pick and choose what Ryan said. He said a lot of things. Second of all, I think he wants the Tank fight, so he's going to say whatever to try to land it. So you don't have to overcomplicate things. In my opinion, he wants to rematch Tank now that he's bigger, and he wants to fight him at a higher weight because he's seen what happened when he fought him at his career long weight. So he thinks he has an advantage now. That's why. That's why he's saying Devin hits harder. I mean, nobody believes that, bro. Nobody believes Devin hits harder than Tank Davis, but only 2 people went the distance with Tank Davis. So you got to pick and choose some of the stuff with your own brain if it makes sense. He said, he said Devin will not be the same. And then he said Devin beats Tank Davis. Again, he's going to say whatever because it's his victory lap. But we know that doesn't make sense. You said he's not going to be the same, but he beats Tank Davis. So you got to use a little bit of your own intuition to determine if what's being said sounds like truth or not. This other stuff he's saying sounds like true. Like he was like, I was at the club. Before the fight, before the outcome, I showed you he was singing shirtless Keisha Club. He was in the Cole. Oh my gosh. He was in the club singing Keisha Cole. So him saying that, I could corroborate that before the fight. I don't know about every single night because he said he went out every night, but I know I seen him at the club some nights.
I did, but it ain't no rematch. This dude got clowned up. I barely tried, bro. I was drinking every day. On Monday, I was at Tao nightclub. Tuesdays, I was at Little Sister. Wednesdays, I went out. Thursday, I went out. Friday, I was drinking. I was doing whatever I want. The day of the fight, I drank a Blue Moon. I was chilling, bro.
So is the goal now? So he's because there was no belt on the line,
and I'm untouched. Look at it, untouched.
Is Tank? So is Tank? Was this the stepping stone to get
like,
the
how
Tank?
do you do it?
Was this the stepping stone to get the Tank?
What?
Was this this was what you wanted to do to get the Tank?
Yeah,
Tank.
I want to fight Tank, but Tank's not gonna fight me.
You don't?
He said, I barely tried and my face is untouched. I told you this was not a fight. Devin didn't want to lose to this dude. And I still, now, okay, if I was saying this stuff before, what do you think I feel now? What do you think I feel now? When I was telling you that this is what happens when you chase Tank and you rushed the process. You took Tank's hear me out. Hear me out. Please get the likes up for the boxing cook-up. That's all we need. You, Devin Haney and Team Haney and Bill Haney made good moves for where your son was at. And you made them in a short period of time. No one takes away. Like fighting against Cambosis, that was a good little lick. You know what I'm saying? That was a good little lick. Made sense to make that move because you believed in yourself. So I'm not mad at any of those things. But the parts is you made he said they begging for a rematch and they still the champion. That's a good, oh my gosh. Chris K Boxing. That's a great point. That his point was so good, it made me stop saying the point I was about to make, which is really good to comment because I just seen that. That's a good point. Devin said he was the face of boxing. Devin said the Mayweather era is over. The Gervonta Davis era is over. But then now, based on decisions they made and what they did or didn't do, no rematch clause in the contract. Now they got to beg this man who's he was acting untamed before the fight. Now that he beat you, he's not going to listen to nobody now. He talking about fighting Errol Spence and Fundora, stuff that don't even really sound realistic to me. So you can't tell him, he Kanye now. You can't tell him nothing. Oh. And then now Devin said he was the face of boxing with no rematch clause, which I told you from the jump made no sense. He's the face of boxing with no safeguards to force it. Hey, Block Ferran, get this guy out of here. Don't you talk to me, peasant. Get ya nah mean out of here. You're a peasant. Don't talk to the king. You get banished from the kingdom. So all of that stuff, that's what I'm saying. Since you guys peddled these lies, live with the results. You said you were the face of boxing, but Ryan made more money. Said you were the face of boxing, but your team didn't have the safeguards that any other face of boxing would have in place. Rematch clause just in case, at least a one-way rematch clause. Eddie Hearn don't let Joshua fight anything that's remotely dangerous without a rematch clause. Common sense. Klitschko, rematch clause. Ngannou, just because he's a puncher. I knew how that fight would look. I told people who would listen how that fight would look. Tyson Fury Ngannou doing good with Fury is not the same as doing good with a vicious puncher who's 6'6", like Joshua. But he had a rematch clause for that. Andy Ruiz, rematch clause. Devin went in there willy-nilly, like, it's like you brought a knife to a gunfight. That's how his team negotiated. They brought the knife to the gunfight. Now, when it doesn't go your way, it looks bad. If you would have won, it don't matter because you won with the knife. But you went into the old saloon in the Wild Wild West, in the, the OK Corral or whatever, and you went in the saloon picking a fight with the wrong people, and they had guns and you had a knife. That's how you negotiated this. No rematch clause, no same-day rehydration clause. You still pushed on with the fight, right? That's not what the A side should do. And we know, but they tried to, I'm telling you what this stems from. They try to one-up Floyd Mayweather, like, look, we could do this on our own. They try to one-up Gervonta Davis, like, look, we the face of boxing. He had a catch weight on his fight. He had a rehydration clause on his fight. And now the Haniacs is crying that the weight was unfair. But you made fun of Tank and his team for taxing Ryan Garcia, knowing he was already bigger and maybe he would try to pull some kind of stunt. Also, Ryan lost by stoppage to Tank. He's lit. You think Golden Boy or Ryan wanted to lose again in 3 fights and have 2 losses to the big names? So they're going to do whatever strategy they felt within the rules would work. And now you're stuck picking up the pieces. You talking about a ninja in Ryan Garcia who said, if I have to break his arm, I'm going to do it. If I have to hit him while he's on the ground, UFC style, ground and pound style, I'm going to do it. I want to bite both of his ears. Mike only bit one. Mike Tyson. Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. I'm from the Catskill. He said Tyson bit one ear. I'll bite both if I have to. And you didn't prepare for this. This is your fault. If a man was talking crazy like that and you know he has the speed and power to do it, and he talking about biting your ears and fighting dirty and punching your son ground and pound style like it's the UFC, then why did you not prepare for some weight shenanigans? And by prepare, I mean put it in the contract. Yo, because if you tax Ryan something like 20 million a pound, yeah, he gonna think twice about doing that. That's if a person is willing to do anything to win, you got to take it there. No other A-side team or a team that claims to be an A-side would allow that to happen. If it was my fighter and they were like, let's say Floyd was my fighter and Canelo tried to do some weight, before he even did it at the scale, it would be known you forfeit your whole purse if you don't make the weight, or you're getting taxed $20 million, $10 million. It's like the Sheik did. The Sheik in the Saudi kingdom, right? They're investing a lot of money in their Fury Usyk, right? Tyson said he got a cut and everyone's disappointed. I think the fight was supposed to happen already in February. So what Turki Al-Sheikh, what he did was smart. He says, now there's a penalty. If either guy delays this fight, they getting taxed 10 million. Remember, I made videos about this. That's how you tax people. So now if Tyson Fury, who's played games and pulled out of Wilder fights and postponed Klitschko fights, postponed Wilder fights, they're taxing him 10 million. Ryan losing 1.5 million is not the same as losing 10 million, 12 million, 15, and so on and so forth. So shout out to the kingdom in Saudi and Turkey, because that makes sense. If you want your event intact, you don't want no kind of games or Tyson Fury to try to, oh, I got to pull out again. I'm the Gypsy King and the warrior. I come from bare knuckle and that's all they want. Like, he don't want no games. So he like, if Usyk pull out, you getting taxed. If Tyson Fury play one of these other games and pull out again, or say he got a cut or a stub toe, tennis elbow, you getting taxed. Bill Haney and the Haneys went into this so confidently that like they were untouchable. And the guy that beat you 3 times out of 6 was so far behind them that they had none of these safeguards in place. And then now the Haneyacks are scrambling on their channels or their platforms or whatever to make it all make sense. But the people who made fun of Tank for having a rehydration clause sure enough wish Devin Haney had a rehydration clause, because now they're crying about it. They're crying, oh man, he cheated. But the thing is, boxing, the history books, BoxRec, it's going to show Ryan won. No one's going to be like, oh, no one, like 20 years from now, when they're talking about like great fights in this century or whatever, they're not going to be like, oh, but Ryan pulled all these antics. It's going to show what it show, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's going to show that Ryan was victorious and outsmarted the world and got the victory. No matter what happened, like Jeff Horn, no matter what happened, he got cooked by Tim Tszyu and all that type of stuff. Tough fight with Zarafa, but history books going to show he beat Pacquiao. You made the move. It's on you. No one told you to move like that, but the team, in my opinion, they kind of lost their roots. Started feeling like Devin was way more advanced and further than he was, and they could treat anybody any type of way. We don't need Floyd. We're at a point in our career we can go against Floyd. We're at a point in our career we can go against the real face of boxing, Gervonta Davis. We're at a point where we don't need a safeguard. We can bash Ryan Garcia, say he a C-plus fighter, he an average fighter, he suck, and all that stuff with no rematch clause, no safeguards in spot. You know what I mean? And that's the gamble that you gambled, and it didn't work. And now people are like, and see, and the other thing that looks bad, Devin Haney was like pushing the boy. So all that type of stuff look bad now. Like pushing him, pushing Lomachenko, pushing him, not giving Lomachenko a rematch. All that stuff look crazy now. I know Ryan pays 650. His dad said it. His dad said it. That's why they're probably even more salty because they lying about the 1.5 million. Bro, so many lies here. Henry Garcia said they didn't pay 1.5. I don't know why they keep telling the public that, but Henry said that's not true. He said they only paid 650. So that's why the Haney's or the Haneys are probably even more mad because you sold Devin's O, if you're going to say Ryan cheated, for $650K. Meanwhile, you bash Floyd Mayweather. Floyd bought himself out of his top rank contract. I got the video because I was 5 feet away from Floyd when he said it at Tank Davis's show, which was sold out in Baltimore. And Floyd was on the podium because he was working with Tank. And he said, I'm my own boss. I got a hell of a team. And he said, so when Top Rank, they didn't want to do certain things for me. So I bought myself out of my contract for $750K. So Floyd has proven time and time again he's a boxing genius. For $750K, he bought himself out of his top rank contract, scored all the big fights, and made the most money in boxing, and is in charge of all the live gates for $750K. For $100,000 less, the Haneys elected to go forward with the Ryan fight. A guy, Tank, who came up under the Mayweather Promotions umbrella, already beat. They elected to go forward with no safeguards in place, and they elected for $100,000 less to continue with the Ryan fight, only to complain when it doesn't work out. Life don't work like that. You can't just make bad decisions and then it's everybody else's fault. And I told you, I have very little hope for anybody who won't face the facts when it comes to these situations. The more you keep it real, the more I think you have a chance to bounce back. The Haneys, Bill's still talking about Floyd, arguing with Floyd. Devin's like, I made more money, BITCH or whatever. I mean, enjoy your money.
Back, gonna touch that canvas on 420.
This is before the Ryan fight.
Gonna touch that canvas on 420.
I guarantee you, wallahi, I promise you, I'm knocking Ryan out.
Good. All right, well, y'all already done heard it. And
They
you know he didn't
world's
promise
gonna
to
see that I'm levels above this dude. Like I said, he's a C-level fighter. I'm an A+ fighter, and I'm gonna show it.
Gonna touch that canvas.
So this is what you were saying. Like, you can't run from what you said. You said is right. And see, you got to blame Bill because he was the spark. Devin, from what I remember when he was like younger, when I first met the Haneys and he was younger, Devin was just humble and kind of shy. Like, I think he had braces even. You see what I'm saying? But then you let your dad prompt you into fighting the wrong style of fight. And like he said, is Ryan's back going to touch the canvas? Why are you so worried? You're not Tank. Why are you so worried about putting someone on his back and doing worse than Tank and beating him? That's the pressure they put on. You were trying to have a bigger show. You're trying to sell more tickets. You're trying to probably get Ryan out of there quicker than Tank did it. And everything blew up in your face. You didn't use the release valve on the Instapot or the pressure cooker, and then the steam and all that when you open the lid blew your face off. It happens, but you got to live with the results. His dad kept pushing the center of the ring. Ivan Drago, is Ryan's back going to touch the canvas? That's not even who Devin that I've seen is, and I said that before the fight.
Gonna touch that canvas on 420.
I guarantee you, wallahi, I promise you, I'm knocking Ryan out.
I promise you I'm knocking Ryan out.
Good. All right, well, y'all already done heard it. And you know he didn't
world's
promise
gonna see
to
that I'm levels above this dude. Like I said, he's a C-level fighter. I'm an A+ fighter.
You're dissing Floyd, but you're stealing his lingo. Amazing. He's a C-level fighter, and you're trying to say the same cadence and stuff. In life, you got to just be who you are. Boxing Ego didn't come into boxing acting like nobody. There's nobody that I came in emulating. That's why the world respects Boxing Ego, because right or wrong, I'm me. I don't try to be this. I don't try to act like I'm super ninja. I don't try to act like I'm the toughest person ever. I ain't no punk, but you know what I mean? I just stay in my lane. Like I just put out my content. We have some jokes. We have some entertainment. The world loves Boxing Ego. You're dissing the man who you came up in his gym as a kid. You're dissing the man while still stealing his monikers. Floyd literally said that versus Gotti. He's like, he a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. And Atlantic City, I'm going to show you what I do. You know what happens when thunder meets like, I study Floyd. I study Floyd so I can see when someone's copying him. Just like I know me and I know the things that I do for boxing. So when I see a tweet and I see other people have the exact same tweet, slightly rephrased, I know they copied me. Or on Instagram or on YouTube. Yeah, he put out graphics of Floyd passing him the torch. And Floyd, he's like, I ain't passing no, if I pass you the torch, man, come on, bro. It is what it is. That's what I said. That's why you can't afford, if you have the bravado, you can't afford to lose. The bravado stuff is nice until you're not winning. Like Montana Love coming with the little dog, small dog, and the tattoos and the swag and fighting low key like a baby broner. That all that stuff is cool. But then when you lose, it don't, you know what I mean? It don't really register. You said you put that on anything, Ryan's back was going to touch the canvas. I just showed you. His back never touched the canvas. Your best punch was in round 3, and at best it drove him back for 2 seconds, and then he got right back to the mission. And then Ryan and Henry, all the stuff they said. Moto's tripping out here. He sent $5 in the Cash App. He said Devin Haney got exposed. He a Timu Mayweather. You got to just be yourself. I'm telling you where they went wrong. And see, the Haneys, they're going to be mad and all that type of stuff. I'm being real. I'm keeping boxing real. I'm keeping it authentic. Boxing is boxing. You must respect the sport. Doing the whole Mayweather bit, your defense is not as crispy as Floyd Mayweather. You're dropping your right hand when you shoot the left. These are things that, instead of the bravado, I have a saying that I said earlier when I first started my channel. Other people stole it and, copied it. I said, everybody wants to be Money Mayweather without going through the Pretty Boy Floyd stages. I've always said that. And I said it years ago, and that's why I look prolific on the channel. I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gonna go get it. No K. Like Nip say. La. Yeah, like Nip say. That's why I should get the Nip tattoo prolific on my face. Because I said it years ago and it's still applicable. These young dudes all trying to like be the lit dude. You're not gonna be the lit dude on Twitter, like typing it. You're gonna have to show us and continue to show us who you are, how good you can fight. Nobody want to hear you type it. Nobody want to read you typing it. They want to see it. And like I said, Devin could have been on his way, but then somewhere along the way, you kind of changed up and switched up. And then the mission became about something the mission shouldn't have been about. You switched the program. You're trying to bulk Devin up. He in snack program. He lifting weights. He looked like bigger than he's ever looked. You talking about knockouts and Ivan Drago and Ryan gotta die. You talking about, is his back gonna touch the canvas? When has that been Devin's thing? And that's the thing that's not authentic. It's not authentic because there's people really who got that style and they coaches ain't even telling them that. Like Better Biev will really hurt you up there. If you fight Better Biev, he might, you know what I mean? He might like punch your teeth out or something, like blood and stuff. It's Better Biev's coach. What's the David Lemieux coach? I forgot his name off the top, my bad. But Canadian boy, Mark. He don't tell Better Biev, oh, He don't Ivan Drago style. That ain't the instructions. Calvin Ford. He don't tell Gervonta Davis. Oh, Mark Ramsey. Oh my gosh, come on, love you. Shout out to Kamal Oz. That's what I'm saying. Mark Ramsey, he don't tell Better Biv, oh, go hit him Drago style. Calvin Ford, he not telling Javante. Calvin Ford, I forgot what fight it is. He was like, come on, Tank, what are you doing? Put the knife in him. Put the knife in him, too. That's Calvin Ford. That's like some real training. You know what I mean? Calvin Ford said, put the knife in him. Remember we did in the gym? Put the knife in him. Put that knife in him, like penitentiary style, like shank this boy. Go to the body, knife him. Hit him with the knife, too. We got a list, too. That's Calvin Ford. But they not saying like, oh, go do him greasy. Go do Hector Luis Garcia like Drago. That just comes naturally. He said penitentiary style, put the knife in him too. And then I told you, Bill Haney said all this stuff for his son. And then when his son was in trouble, he was like, man, tie him up. That's common sense. He got to tie up. He hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's the instructions you're yelling. And he tried to get on the apron, and then the commission was like, hey, sit down. You can't like get up there. That's the only advice you're giving him is tie him up. He was like this, waving his arms like to tie him up. He's hurt at this point. I don't know. Maybe someone who boxes can tell me. If you're badly hurt, I'm sure you're just focused on self-preservation at that point. You probably don't see your dad, tie him up. You're hearing screams and stuff. You don't know where you're at. You're cloudy. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing. So the instruction is too late. He hurt. He in a do or die situation at this point. And this is the hurt business. He got to stay away. He not worried. You giving instructions after he's badly hurt and he got no legs. So the whole tie up stuff, I don't know. I mean, what is that really going to do? Ego, I watched the Bill and Floyd video. It was blurry, but I swear Bill looked and sounded like Robert Downey from Tropic Thunder. What you say? I don't know. I had to compare him now since you made that. Mother effer said, Lance, hope you seen it. I'm done, bro. This man Kurt tripping. I've seen the movie, but I didn't make that correlation. Solomon Ebanks, it was the same referee from the Loma fight helping Haney. That's why he got the win over Loma. Bro, the whole thing is like you don't accept the shot. You don't accept the punishment. Floyd said it to Devin in the video. The least punishment you take, the longer you last in the sport. In one night, he took more punishment than Floyd took in several fights. Real talk. Just because the defense wasn't all the way there or he got too ambitious too soon. You're fighting a guy that beat you half of the times he fought you in the amateurs. He has the size to contend with you. He doesn't have more skills, but he has more speed and he hits harder. And I think he has a better chin. That's what made it a good matchup. And Devin in round one, the bow and arrow, like he's jabbing and then Ryan's quick, bop, and then that could have been the turning point of the whole fight. So that's what I'm saying. You got to like really, from a boxing perspective, you need to tell your fighter this stuff before the fight even happens, before the accident happens. Prepare for these moments instead of just like waiting till they happen and then reacting. See, that's the difference between me and others. I try to be more proactive than reactive because proactive means you already had a game plan if this were to happen. Like, hey, if you have a rainy day fund and you get all four tires, they're like flat. You were driving in the construction zone and there's nails on your tire. Now you got to replace all four tires. If you have a emergency fund or like some kind of like money stash, rainy day fund, I call it, now you're ready for, you didn't know you were going to have to get 4 new tires, but now you got some money, you got some certain savings or money under your bed or whatever to fix that. Versus if you just go willy-nilly spending how you want, buying daiquiris and wasting money, and then when something real happened that you didn't anticipate, now you're like, oh, what do I do? I got to work more hours or blah, blah, blah. In life, I try to like truly get ahead of the bullet and plan for different things. just because you never know in this life. It seemed like there was no real game plan for Devin losing. There was no game plan in terms of no rematch clause. There was no game plan in terms of any fail safes to control Ryan's weight in the contract or to hefty. Like they literally at the final press conference made the $500K bet. So you had no safeguards in the contract if you're making the penalty live on the spot at the final press conference. No? Because if you already had the $500K or $1 million a pound or whatever, if that was already done and in the contract, then you wouldn't even have to renegotiate because you already knew, everybody knew what the terms would be if a fighter came in overweight. So they had none of this in place, and it's evident. Tank Davis's team don't move like that. Where they don't have these like T's crossed and I's dotted, and they just have to come up with a plan when they cross that bridge. Bad spot to be in, man. It's a bad spot to be in. And then like, no matter what, like the Haney acts and like the paid media or people who are pushing these hard lines on Devin, like over the top, when the reality is shown of what the fight is and isn't, all of that doesn't save you. You see what I'm saying? That's why in this game, I've seen it. I've seen channels come and I've seen channels go. I've seen people come in this sport, fighters, trainers come and go, because America especially likes winners. If you put out bad intel, bad information, like let's say someone's a snitch, states evidence, an informant, and they put out, oh, they're going to be at the pier tonight and it's 60 kilos. And then they have this whole operation and this whole sting, the police or the FBI or whoever, right? They have this whole sting to intercept this ship coming in at 9 p.m. at the pier, at the wharf, blah, 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 and seize 60 kilos. And then they had all this manpower, and then it's the wrong time and the ship don't come. The police, the law enforcement, they're going to stop working with the informant because your information ain't good. So what do you think is going to happen to like platforms, YouTube channels, TikTokers, and Instagram pages who push these false narratives and agendas, and then they keep getting it wrong? What do you think happens? It's just like the snitches. Your information it better be good. Because now, if your information is not good, police are going to be like, the crimes you're doing, we were willing to work with you and overlook the little petty crimes you're doing because you were giving us leads on the Italian mafia. But now all your leads on the Italian mafia are fake and false, and it's the wrong intel, the wrong information. We have no use for you. So guess what? Now you're going to be charged for all your crimes. That's how that works. It's the same thing on YouTube or in boxing. When people keep putting out like they don't know the sport and they just putting out like agenda-driven propaganda, good luck dealing with rabid boxing fans when you get everything wrong. People are not there for that. They're going to tear you down. They're going to be like, aha, I knew your channel sucked. And then that when the dust settles and the smoke clears, I showed people the way. I told people to follow Boxing Ego. They don't want to do it. To each his own. But when the dust settles and the smoke clears, you're left with the remnants of a YouTube channel or a TikTok page or Instagram page, because people like the train wreck. People like gimmicks. But what happens when the gimmick and the train wreck and the propaganda and agenda no longer works, no longer serves a purpose? They move on to the winners. Boxing Ego is a winner. Like, remember Tekashi? Tekashi was on top. Like, he was doing crazy numbers. But then after the whole snitch and informant stuff, he started to get blackballed. So all of the bad relationships that he made and like trolling the gangsters in LA and Crips and going to Nipsey's mural and all this reckless stuff he done said to people. And then when he started dissing all these people, making all these enemies and all this type of stuff with the trolls and the taunts and trying to stun on people with money and all that type of stuff. And then he got the Fed case, snitched. That hurts your credibility if you're supposed to be a street dude. And then on top of that, he gets blackballed where radio stations and DSPs stop playing his music. Now where's Tekashi? You don't really hear about him. He was everywhere for a minute. And then I seen something and it said they repoing his house in Miami and all. That's what happens. I'm trying to tell you. Boss, you got to rewatch Tropic Thunder. They got away with so much more. Yeah, cancel culture would destroy that movie now. It was before everyone had to be careful about how everyone else feels. Tom Cruise was less unrecognizable. The O's cost me. Shout out to you for the $20. My man Kurt Hurd. I've seen it. It's just been so long. I remember like, what are you people looking at? I remember the movie. I just don't, and Booty Juice and all that. I remember parts of it, but I haven't seen it in so long. So yeah, I definitely got to rewatch that. That's what I'm saying. All this stuff in boxing, when you don't keep it real, comes to a screeching halt. It's that simple. You got to know your sport, know what you're talking about. If you don't, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. People don't care. And like I said, Boxing Ego, I'm on my victory lap that I provided you guys with realistic. It's not just, oh, Devin lost, so it's a celebration. I don't care about stuff like that. Fighters win or lose. I'm doing the job. I know I did my job to the best of my ability. You guys seem to like the content. The content made sense before, during, and after. That's my victory lap. But Ryan beat the brakes off of Devin, so he on a different victory lap, celebrating his accomplishments as he should, right? And that's just what it is. And you know what? Last thing I'm going to say is this. Do you notice a lot of the people that Haney's win at, they're not even being as cruel as they could be? Like Tank Davis. He not like overly, like, I don't think he like overdoing it, like really destroying Devin. After the Haney's had Tank's name in their mouth in every interview. He not really doing nothing. Shakur, he not really, I've seen some interviews and stuff. Shakur ain't like being super nasty to him. Richardson Hitchens, like nobody really, you know what I mean? So the same energy you put out, people are showing you a little bit more mercy than that you had for their name. Is that cap or fact? I mean, from what you guys have seen, is that cap or fact that some of the people that the Haneys like rubbed the wrong way or taunted, they're not being as cruel? Yeah, like Teofimo. That's a good point. Shout out to Sunday. Yeah, Teo, I didn't even seen Teo reaction to it. He just said congrats to Ryan Garcia or something like that. He ain't really dogged. I see a lot in boxing. If there's something you guys seen, maybe. But Teo, he ain't really dogged him because I don't know. All I seen is he said congrats to Ryan Garcia. He might have said little things. Tank said little things. Shakur not really saying much. Richardson Hitchens. But then what was being said by the Haneyacks about all these people, about Floyd, Shakur, Hitchens, Teo, was like disrespectful over the top. And then is like I said, boxing Karens. The people, they're saying like, oh, Boxing Ego, you're trash talking and you're disrespectful. I'm not disrespect. I'm telling you my opinion. How is it that everybody else can have an opinion but Boxing Ego? I didn't say they're a bad family or the Haneys are a bad team. All of my content is about boxing, period. I'm telling you mistakes that were made. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you what I would have done differently. That's not trash talking. What is trash talking is saying that Tank Davis is a monkey, stuff like that. I'm not calling nobody a monkey. I'm not calling anybody out their name. I didn't did none of that. But then the Haneyacks, they're so radical and they're so bad. Instead of just accepting the Ryan Garcia loss, they're trying to attack people in the comment section like myself, like we're the bad guys that got it wrong and like we're the disrespectful ones when they watched Bill Haney call this man a monkey. And they heard, oh, Shakur is a punk, signed the contract, beat, all these, you know what I mean, calling people out their names and stuff like that. And now it's boxing Karen stuff. Oh, don't kick a man while he's down. Oh, Devin Haney doesn't deserve this. Like, so you deserve to kind of get ahead of yourself and be disrespectful to people in boxing. Bill Haney said Ellie Seckbach was racist and all this stuff. So, like, all that is okay and fair game. But then when people have boxing opinions on what we've seen versus Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, all of a sudden the boxing Karens come out like, oh, you guys are disrespectful. Nobody's disrespecting. Devin showed a lot of heart. Some fighters don't have that type of heart. Some people would have quit. I respect that. I respect that he showed heart. But I'm not going to sit up here and pretend and portray this boxing talk like they didn't make no mistakes, like they didn't underestimate, like they shouldn't have had a rehydration clause or deal points in place, terms and conditions that looked ahead at what would happen if Ryan tried to come in heavier when he was the bigger, stronger. Like they didn't make a mistake to not tell this man, let's sit up here and trade and all that. That's just reality, and that's what you guys got to face. I'm out of here. Shout out to Tyler Wynn. Facts, surprisingly, Shakur was compassionate because they're fighters and they may want to fight. See, that's what I'm saying. The Haniacs, like you just did too much. When Lomachenko was crying, everybody's posting the meme. And the Haniacs posted it. But then when Devin Haney getting dropped and Ryan's posting it, then it's like, stop posting that. Get over it. It's just a fight. But you were posting Lomachenko crying. When Lomachenko had a tough fight with Jermaine Ortiz, and then Lomachenko said Devin was a heavyweight because Devin got in the ring with Bill Haney. But then when Devin had a fight with Lomachenko that was tough, Shakur got in the ring and the Haneys got out the ring. These are facts. Somebody say I'm lying. I dare you to say I'm lying. Like I can't pull it up in 2 seconds. Please call me a liar. That's one thing on my channel. I don't have to lie for nobody. Tell me when Loma fought Jermaine Ortiz that Devin and Bill didn't get in the ring afterwards and say, I want to fight you next and all that. And then he's like, this guy's a lightweight, this guy's a heavyweight. And then Loma still fought the heavyweight, the guy he just called a heavyweight, arguably beat him to some people. And then Shakur popped in the ring on you, and then y'all got out the ring. And then went to the social media platforms to pitch this campaign that Shakur ducked you and don't want to see y'all. And then the video came out, we're already ready to go to 40, bro. All this type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you play the politic agenda game. I truly feel like Team Haney, they could have just kept developing Devin. You know, in my opinion, should have kept working with Floyd Sr., stay with your original crew of people, not get ahead of it, not get too big for, and that's cool. They went a different way, live with the results. You start disrespecting people and making it about other people, and that like they said, like, I'm telling you how bad it is. It wouldn't have been this bad if so much wasn't said. Saying we took the torch from Floyd. Floyd Mayweather era is over. Gervonta Davis era is over. Saying that you're going to knock Ryan out on his back. Say fight in the center ring, 187 to Ryan. Saying that, you know, stuff about Ryan's mom, blase, blase, blah. This is all of what you did. Saying Shakur should have took the money, he don't want to fight. All these things. Saying Devin was like, how many people, how many Haniac channels and content creators said that Devin was the true boogeyman of all of boxing? Meaning, like, he was such a feared style and a feared fighter that nobody was willing to fight him. Somehow you can get people to fight Wilder, who can knock you out with a single shot. Somehow you can get people to fight this man, Naoya Inoue, who keeps impressing, and he's deadly with his hands. Somehow you can get people to fight Gervonta Davis. Somehow you can get people to fight Artur Beterbiev, who can crush you with single shots. Somehow David Benavidez can keep finding opponents. But Devin Haney, they said out of all of boxing was the true boogeyman, and nobody is willing to ever step in the ring with them because they know it's an immediate loss. You see what I'm saying? It just sounds a bit drastic. You can say he's a good fighter. It's a style that's dangerous for some. I don't have no problem with that. But then, like, campaigning that it's the worst style and the biggest boogeyman. So Subriel Matias could get fights. Everybody else in boxing can get, like Liam Parles fighting Subriel Matias. He just came from the Montana Love on the Devin Haney card. So he don't really have to, he could just like build from that. But he fighting Subriel Matias. But pitching that Devin Haney is like so dangerous. And like, this is the thing is, Devin Haney is a good boxer. He's a skilled boxer. But they started, that's what I'm saying, they started switching up and making it like Devin was the Terminator and anybody who stands his way would get knocked out type of thing. Yeah, David Morrell can find fights. Or at least somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I truly think the Haneys, they got a little too greedy, if you will. And they started feeling it too much and falling in love with the cameras. And then they start sipping the Kool-Aid. Boxing's not like that. You have to keep working, keep developing and stuff like that. And when it doesn't play out, you can't really say nothing. I'm out.